Hello! Happy Saturday! How's everyone doing? I see Lappy and Garfield in the chat. Hello! How are you guys doing? Thank you so much for stopping by. Right, Lappy? We have been having a lot of streams recently here, haven't we? But thank you for saying that is blessed, because it means a lot to me. Let me turn down the music a little bit. This is gonna sound a little weird to say, but I'm like half worried that this song might mute my my VOD, cause it's a Hoshino Gen song. So sometimes, like really popular artists, if you have their songs on there, it just like YouTube just blocks the entire video when you try to post the VOD or something. So it's like, oh no. But I like this song too much. So we're gonna test the waters out, but who knows, it might be a while before the VOD comes out if that happens, so be on the lookout. But hello! Plus we're having some like really not hyper, but really upbeat music considering the game that we're gonna be playing today, so whoo boy! Yes, you know what that means. More Spirit Hunter Deathmark to speedrun it, not speedrun it, but to like stream it, to be able to play Deathmark 2 here as soon as possible because I want to play it so bad. I'm in a Discord, right? I'm in like a Discord channel. I was in it in like all the way back in 2019, I want to say, that talked about the Spirit Hunter games, and it was like a Spirit Hunter channel where it's like just talking about the games, talking about like just the characters, the games, just chit-chatting, stuff like that. You know how Discord channels are. And one of them is like, I'm gonna live post, like in the spoilers channel, mind you, I'm gonna live post my reactions to the new game on the 15th. I'm like, no! I've had to mute that channel to avoid even being tempted to see anything, and I feel bad that I'm not participating in the chats, but I really just want to stream it for you guys. But I want to make sure that chat has context to the game, so you're not like, what is this, you know? I want to make sure that you're kind of having fun with the game too, and that means knowing the characters, knowing the story, seeing what I had to see that leads up to the new game. So I just really want to make sure that chat has a fun time playing it watching it as much as I am playing it. So I appreciate you guys bearing with me while I try to speed play this so that way we can get to that game. So what was I just about to say? And it's a good refresher because apparently after our last encounter with Shimio last time, your girl is way more rusty in these games than she had previously thought. So, I can only imagine how NG's gonna work because, it's been years since I've played that one, and I think I only played it really like one time, so that might as well just be a first playthrough again. And hi Yui, hello, how are you doing? Thanks so much for stopping by. I'm kind of giving the explanation as to why we're having so many streams and why a lot of it is Spirit Hunter Deathmark, or the Spirit Hunter series. So, I think that's about it. I just want to make sure that chat just has as much fun watching it, understanding the progression of it. I mean, it's like, you can't just play the third game in a series when the first two are out, you know? There's no context for chat there. So I would rather have like the VODs ready and then people watching it as we stream before, so that way you guys have the context and have fun with it and be like, oh, or new people joining in. It would just be like, oh, this is an interesting game. And I keep bringing up it's like the third game in the series, and it's like, well, what are the first two? Oh, she streamed it already. You know what I mean, right? So, but anyways, let me take a sip of water real quick. I'm still emotionally recovering from last night. My guys, same. Okay. For those of you that didn't stay for the Your Turn to Die game, yesterday, I streamed until 2 in the morning, and we did not even finish. I streamed for over 7 hours last time. I'm just emotionally wrecked. I'm like, Oh my goodness. It's so good, but man, a lot is happening all at once. So, whew. And we didn't even finish the chapter. But to be fair, it was a long chapter. So, enjoy the VOD. I'm very sorry it's gonna be a long one, so maybe I might do timestamps for like important parts. I don't know, we'll see. Speaking of the VOD channel and here, for those of you who don't follow me on Twitter or anything, your girl posted, because I wasn't on my computer a lot today because I had to do a couple of other things before stream. So when I logged in like at around 5 and checking in on everything, I noticed that here on Twitch we surpassed 170 followers, and that makes me so excited. And then my VOD channel actually surpassed 100 subscribers on that. So yay, we're both in the triple digits. And that makes me super excited and super hyped. So I just want to say thank you guys so much for the support. It truly means a lot to me, and I'm super excited, and I'm trying to fix a lot of things, and I promise that once we start getting on a more consistent schedule after speed streaming the Spirit Hunter series, I'll try and offer more for you guys to give more stuff for those who are subbed and fix my raid thing. Like, holy shit, I swear I keep thinking that I fixed it every time, and then everything else works except the raid notification, and I don't know why. So I'm still trying to fix that, but trying to touch up everything and all that jazz. And who knows, maybe when September rolls around, your girl might actually have something worth celebrating. Might have, well, okay, that's the worst way to word it, but like not something worth celebrating, but might actually have something to celebrate with when September rolls around, if you know what I mean. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens when, September rolls around and the new year is here, or the new anniversary, I guess, is here. So, proud to be subbed to both. Oh, thank you, Yui. That means so much. Thank you. And then the little emote too. Yeah, maybe I should get some chat input on like some emotes that you guys would have fun seeing, because I have some ideas and I want to see if chat is up for it. But that is not a today thing to talk about. That will be a next time or a sometime soon stream. So, because today we have some death mark to worry about. We have to free our own hand of the death mark, and we're freeing other hands or other people with their death marks. So next time on Dragon Ball Z. Yeah, exactly. So anyways, I am pumped and ready to go to stream more death mark. So I say let's get to it. So give me a second to actually get everything ready and good to go here, because admittedly, I had to eat dinner like as I was scrolling through all the social media and stuff, and my dinner went on a lot longer than I thought. So I am a little unprepared. So give me a second to make sure everything's good to go. Doo-doo. And also, just as a heads up, if I sound a little froggy today, the weather keeps changing dramatically where I live. So like last week we were all in the 50s and everything like that, and now all of a sudden it's in the 20s and snowing again, and it's like I'm getting such a bad head cold from that. So if I sound a little stuffed up today, that is why. I am very sorry. So thank you for the head pats, Harris. Also, hi, Harris. Hello. Felix, hello. Oh, we're seeing everybody today. Hello. How's everyone doing? I hope everyone's doing well today. Ooh, chest cold, man. All right, give me a second to get the game up and running. Hold on, hold the phone. You might hear the game. Give me a second to get it working here. Please. But I hope everyone's having a good weekend. Doing well. Thanks, and hope you're well. Get well soon. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's just the weather changing. Why is it like that? Why is it like this? Why is it so little? Why is it little? Oh no! me fix this. Hold on. Let's try that again. Give me a second. Hi Darcy, hello! Oh my goodness, everyone, okay, not showing up, that's like a terrible way to say it, but everyone's here today, hello! You're right, Felix, right, it's a sleepy day today. Your girl streamed till 2 yesterday playing, Your Turn to Die, and, your girl is suffering. Hold on. Where's my mouse? Hold on, chat. I'm having some issues. I want to make sure you guys don't see the cursor for this one. Okay, we got it full screen. I don't know why I wasn't full screen last time, but we're good. But how are you doing, Darcy? I hope you're doing well. Harris, you have the house to yourself. To be able to do some me time. Yes, treat yourself, guys. Treat yourself. It's perfect. Oh, Yui, I swear to God. I ended up taking an accidental nap while watching true crime. Fred, same. Oh my God, Fred, that is me. I kind of did that too. A little bit. Like, I was doing some chores and stuff, and I was like listening on YouTube, like a true crime podcast while I was doing some cleaning, and I took a break sitting in my living room, and I kind of fell asleep. So I was like, oh shit. I was drawing and suddenly it was 1 a.m. and I saw you were alive. Ah, how are you? How's the drawing? Oh, real quick, I swear we'll get to this. We'll continue while we get everything going here. Oh yeah, McForget, hello. So we'll just have the music going. I want to see how loud the music is and everything too while we get this. But yeah, Darcy, the last time I was watching one of your streams, you were in the process of coloring like an animation, I think you were drawing, and it was for Joel, the what's his actual VTuber, the doll VTuber who is very funny and very awesome, and I'm just blanking. Porcelain Maid. Yeah, Porcelain Maid, is that it? Finally managed to render the animation. I'm so happy. Yes! Fantastic. I need to learn how to animate so I can make like animated emotes for you guys. Because I have some ideas. And we just haven't done them yet, so. Okay, your girl's gonna be drinking a lot of water today, so bear with me. Anyways, we finished chapter 2. We finished, fighting against Shimi-O the last time in the forest, and your girl was getting so lost, and I'm so rusty in this game. Like, we had to face Shimi-O like 4 times to actually exercise him, so that was very interesting. So now we're on to chapter 3. So I still can't get over that Mashita is out here like, I want to know how these marks work. Oh, look at that! I'm purposely getting myself marked again. Like, bro! What are you doing? So that was fun. And then we met Christy and Sho, so there's a lot of characters that we helped save last time, so hooray! Animated emotes are so cool, right? They're so good. I love it. Anyways, let's get to... Now, I think it said... Okay, yeah, we just need to... It's nearly dawn, I better get some rest. Okay, so we just have to talk with Mary. Speaking of porcelain maids, I guess, we have Mary! So, more dolls up ahead. I'm with Mary talking here, so I'm really excited to see how this goes. So... Oh god, I did so much voice acting yesterday. Okay, not voice acting, but I voiced a visual novel yesterday, so that was, that was tiring. And now we gotta do it again! I can't believe I streamed till 2 a.m. last night. Anyways, are you retiring to bed? And don't forget that we're name's McForget, so... Yes, we're going to bed. And you guys know the drill, let me know if anything's too loud or too quiet. But feel free to lurk, feel free to chat, just as long as you don't spoil anything, we're good to go. Good night. Here we go. Chapter 2, end. Fantastic. No more forest of bees. It's been 3 days since Shimio's defeat. Mashita and Sho have left, leaving only Christy and I at the mansion. That's right! Christy's mark didn't go away when we defeated Shimio. So it's like, yeah. Harris, I swear to God, you guys and your puns. We've not had any new mark bearers arrive, nor any new info on any spirits. Death's footsteps keep drawing closer. Here we go. Hi, Mary. Good work, Lady Christie and Lord McForget. I will never not laugh at that. Alaska will have another mental breakdown today, mostly caused by me. Nah, we'll be fine. I'm still a bit drained from last night. Nothing can scare me now. Did you obtain any clues? No, nothing really. I'd hoped, but... I see. Lady Saya's study seems optimal to contain something of interest. I can't read already, oh shit. Christy and I just finished investigating Saya Kujo's study. It's been full of mountains of specialized books and piles of reports. It was a daunting task, but we did our best to search through them regardless. Except it was all futile. Everything was about healing the spirit. Nothing mentioned the mark at all. Hey, Mr. McForget. Don't you think it's useless to keep searching the mansion? You have any other ideas then? Well, remember what I said about H Shrine? I remember you said something about that, but I can't remember what. Hi, Ronin! Hello! How are you doing? Can't stay, just wanted to say hi. I'm so sick. I'm gonna be out of it for a while. Oh no! I hope you feel better soon. Well, thank you for stopping by, even if it's just passing by, but get some good rest, and I hope that you feel better soon. But thank you so much. I appreciate you just dropping by. Let's see. Yes, I kind of remember. Right, of course you would. I was thinking... maybe the shrine is connected to all the spirit stuff. That's what Shimio's note said, right? Everything happening in the forest is the divine wrath of H Shrine. That's the book that Shimio, that's the notebook Shimio had said too. Divine wrath, and that's why people were dropping like flies or something like that. Then you think the mark and the spirit activity are because of this divine wrath? It's definitely a possibility. Disasters happen in many ghost stories and myths because of the wrath of gods. Isn't there value in looking into it? You're making a leap. Nah, I mean, it's something. We gotta find anything, you know what I mean? I'm gonna probably sleep for the next 2 days. Oh, you have a good one, Ronan. Get some good rest, drink some good water, and keep hydrated, and I hope that you feel better soon. Hi, Jay. Hello. Yeah, it's this game again. Surprise! But we're out of the forest, so we should be good. So we said maybe, in her idea of maybe looking at the shrine, or it being about the divine wrath or something like that, so... exactly what I'd expect from you. Always so quick on the uptake. Christy is brimming with confidence. She seems in a much better mood than she was 3 days ago. That's good. She's a famous reporter after all, so maybe this is what she's really like. Yeah, we found her at her lowest point in the forest last stream, so I'm glad that she's in good spirits now. So, Mary, I'd like to go see H Shrine. You don't mind, do you? It is true many unpleasant rumors surround that forest. If the cause is H Shrine, there may be some clues there. But even if there are, if it's spiritual, then how are normal humans like us supposed to find it? Christy and I don't have spiritual powers. In that case, could you bring me along with you to H Shrine? Oh! I should be able to sense the presence of anything spiritual. I can act as a guide as well. Are we going back in the forest? I just told you guys we weren't going back in the forest. You know that shrine? Yes. In truth, it enshrines the guardian deity of the Kujo family. Over the generations, the heads have taken care of the shrine. However, that came to an end after the recent war resolved. As one who serves the Kujos, I am concerned about its present state. Then bringing you along would mean I have to carry you, don't I? Yeah, because remember, she can move her upper body, but she can't move her legs, so she can't walk on her own. As it is impossible for me to walk, I would agree with that assessment. I am sorry to inconvenience you. Just the dots. An overgrown forest in the dead of night. I'm not looking forward to having to carry Mary all the way to the shrine. Here we go. You look worn out and we haven't even left. It's a small price to pay if we can get any hints about the spirits. That's true. I think Mary's eager about this too, so I'll just have to deal with it, I suppose. I'm glad that she survived. Right. Okay, let's go back to— oh, we're going back to the forest! I just told you guys we weren't going back! Oops! My bad, guys. My bad. Alright, yeah, all we have is Christy, so— oh, wait, hold on. So then, Mashita and Sho are just done now? Is that it? Yeah! Aftermath! Survived! Safely returned to normal life. And then that's Christy, who's still with us. Where's Mashita? There you are. Survived! Safely returned to normal life. Okay, everyone's alive and well. So far. Right now, we're doing okay. Alright, let's go back to the forest, guys. I'm sorry I lied to you, but hopefully we don't have to see any more bees. Before we leave, we put Mary in the back seat. Thank God she's not as heavy as she looks. I should be able to carry her just fine. I mean, she's a doll, so I mean, wouldn't be that bad. By the way, Mr. McForget, have you read the files over there? Oh! She points to the right side of the room and shelves packed with files. Not yet. I've searched most of the mansion, but I haven't checked the garage. Oh, really? Christy grabs the file and flips through the pages. Looks like articles on various crimes. The clippings cover every incident in H City and the surrounding area. Was Miss Kujo looking into criminal activity? Any of it look related to the mark? No, not as far as I can tell. These are all extremely old. Was it dang? Emphasis on alive so far. That's harsh. Oh, are you talking about the Mary and the Wait thing, Jay? Yeah, but hey, she's a doll. It's a little different. The most recent is dated 5 years ago. She puts the file back. Alright, should we head out soon? I guess we're going. Okay, here we go. Vroom vroom. I park outside the entrance of the forest and gather Mary into my arms. I don't want to be back here. Even if Shimio's gone, I don't want to be back here. We make our way to the familiar arch. There's still a long way to go. A middle-aged man carrying a doll. You're practically a ghost story yourself if someone sees you here. Hey! What's that? What? Oh, hi. I'm very sorry to cause you such trouble. Mary stares up at me as I hold her. Her skin and hair glint bewitchingly when the light from the flashlight catches them. I have not been outside in a long time, and to go hiking in the arms of such a fine gentleman. This is a very precious experience. Oh, Mary's living the dream. Oh my goodness. She sounds as dispassionate as ever, but is she actually having fun? She's having the time of her life. Still, it is just as the rumors say. This forest is filled with the curses and resentment of the dead. Simply their presence is enough to drive the living mad. The land is tainted, and I can see why it has given birth to monstrous spirits. I bet if you track down the cause of it, it'll be the divine wrath. Let's hurry to the shrine. Oh, we're just walking there on our own. Okay, sweet, so we don't actually have to walk through the whole maze again. We reach the old Torii Gate with no trouble. We stand and watch for a while, but nothing comes out of the beehives. Oh! They seem to be sleeping. It is most likely because Shimi-O is now gone. 8 Shrine is up those stone steps. At Mary's direction, we walk toward the gate, so we don't have to worry about the bees again. Yay! A small black shadow flits across our feet. It's the bunny! It's that rabbit again. So this is the rabbit you told me about, Lord McForget. You are correct. It is very cute. Oh my god, McForget canonically called the rabbit cute. The rabbit stares up at the two of us. Hi! Then disappears toward the shrine. What in the world was that about? What do you think, Mary? I felt a strange presence. It appears to be possessed by some kind of soul. Oh. So it's a spirit too. Indeed. Though it does not appear strong enough to give marks to humans. We know nothing of its true nature, so please proceed with caution. We follow the rabbit under the Torii Gate and up the stone steps. At the top we find the wilderness creeping in. There doesn't seem to be anything here but an old altar. Is this 8 Shrine? Sadly, it has fallen into disrepair. The war was over 50 years ago. I suppose this was to be expected. That black rabbit is gone. Deserted shrines give me the creeps. Let's hurry up and get to searching so we don't stay here long. Oh. Please no jump scare. It'll be too early if you give me a jump scare. Headless Buddha statues are buried in the ground. Creepy. I wonder what happened here. There's a sacred Shiminawa rope on a ragged boulder. Is that how it's pronounced? I kind of glanced at it. I didn't even think about it. I wonder if that boulder is an Iwakura. Iwakura. What's that? According to ancient Shinto tradition, it's a sacred rock that a god descended on. It's not uncommon for the rock itself to become an object of devotion. Huh. It's a wooden shrine altar. A clouded old mirror serves as the Go Shintai? Is that how that's pronounced? As the Go Shintai. Looks like it's true that no one's taking care of this place for a long time. I peek inside the altar just in case, but all I find is a thick layer of dust. The Go Shintai is outside and the altar's empty. That's concerning. I don't think there's any more we can search. The Buddha statues concern me. Why are all the ones within the shrine missing their heads? Oh. Oh. Shinto and Buddhism were ordered to be separated during the Meiji period. Before then, many shrines were dedicated to both. Each shrine was much the same. But in the Meiji period, there was a push to make Shinto the main religion. The faiths were forced apart. Extremists stole the Buddhist statues from the shrines and desecrated them. Oh, the famous anti-Buddhist movement. So this is where that happened. No, it was done in a public space as they wanted to make a show of it. The broken statues were carried here to serve as a memorial for worship. The Kujo family head was said to be aggrieved, so he moved them in secret. It seems that all the broken statues from around H City were buried here. Strange. You said they were worshipped, but this place is pretty much a ruin. You have a keen eye, Lord McForget. Yeah, you have a keen eye for the guy who has amnesia. The shrine was subsequently dug up and the statues were stolen. The statues were stolen. So they came all the way into this huge forest just to carry off broken statues. Who would do something like that? That I do not know. I merely heard they were stolen 50 years ago, around the time of the war. So the statues were broken, thrown away, and then dug up. They said the Buddha had a wealth of patience, but even he'd get angry. Could that anger have turned into divine wrath and given birth to the mark and spirits? That would be something. Mary, have you been able to feel the presence of any spirits or whatever? About that. This land is much more foreboding than I had imagined. The enmity of the forest swallows all else. It is hard to sense beneath it. So, too much background noise, right? Yes. Although, I do sense the same presence as Lady Christie's mark, however faint. I am sure the spirit that gave her the mark is somewhere in the forest. So we're not done with the forest yet, is what you're saying. So after all that, we were only able to reconfirm something we already knew. Fantastic. Forgive me. I was unable to... You don't have to apologize, Mary. We learned plenty of value here. What do you mean? I'll tell you on the way back. First, let's get the hell out of here. This place gives me the creeps. Maybe it's the ill will Mary sensed. I guess we're going. Left the shrine and went down the stairs. Pog Forest. Right. This forest is forever within our grip, forever has us in its grip. Man, we're never leaving. We leave H Shrine, walking down the beast trail toward the forest entrance. Maybe it's because of that strange tale, but for some reason, I feel like someone is watching us from the darkness of the forest. Oh, I was half expecting a jump scare, and I was not gonna be here for it. What is that emote? Oh, it's a bird! Okay, I looked over and I'm like, what is that emote? Also, hi Dust, hello! Vanity Dust, hello, how are you doing? Thank you so much for stopping by! I hope you're having a great weekend. It is the best emote, I love it so much. We literally can't see the tree for the forest, or whatever the saying is, right? Oh man. So, we're in the process of playing chapter 3 of a horror visual novel, so it's been a blast so far. We had to face bees last week. So, I don't know what's gonna happen, but it might still be in the forest, who knows. We begin driving back to the mansion. As we break out of the dense forest, I can see building lights pop up here and there. Well, that was a complete waste of time. My anxiety lifted. I don't even bother to filter the words that slip out of my mouth. Oh, I don't think that's true. It's all coming together for me. Without further prodding, Christy starts in on her theory, passion evident in her voice. I'm glad that she's really passionate and confident now. It makes me feel a little better. I feel a lot better considering where we found her. So you call Midori Murdo in your in Your Turn to Die? Yeah, we named In Your Turn to Die, we changed it from Midori to El Murdo, and L is supposed to be, chat helped me out, so L is short for lettuce, and we named him El Murdo, so. Not the bees, right, I don't want to face bees again in this game. Let's see. I believe Shimio was right. Oh, this is Christy saying that Shimio was right. 8 Shrine is definitely what's causing all the strange stuff in the forest. I'm sure it's those stolen statues. Don't you agree? I wonder. It feels like we just don't have enough info at this point to say one way or the other. But there's no denying that a lot of strange things are going on in that forest. Between all the suicides and Shimio wandering around, it couldn't just be a coincidence, could it? If we research the shrine, we might learn more about the mark. I feel that's a lot safer than risking our lives looking for the spirit. Don't you think? You might be right. Awkward silence. My replies are half-hearted, which isn't what Christy was hoping for, so she falls silent. Damn, we're not a conversationalist, are we? An awkward, uncomfortable silence settles. Lord McForget, please stop the car. Mary speaks for the first time since we entered the car. Oh, what? What is it? I sense a presence similar to Lady Christie's mark close by. Oh shit, we're finding mark. We're out and about finding mark bearers then, maybe. So yeah, we're playing this game where we're trying to get this death mark off of us, and we end up finding other people who have the mark as well. Basically, if you're marked by a spirit, and if you don't get the mark off, you die. So. Is my stream okay? Oh, no, it's not. Oh, no. Sorry, OBS is freaking out. Give me one quick second. Okay, we should be good. Sorry about that. OBS kind of conked down on me for half a second there. Alright, following Mary's request, I park in a vacant rest stop on the outskirts of H City. Christy and I step out of the car. Ugh. Oh shit. Oh, what? My mark is suddenly scalding. Is something nearby? Look, someone's over there. I think it kept freezing, but I don't know if it's me. Fair enough. Oh! A small girl steps out of the telephone box. Why is a kid outside at this time of night? Thank you for bringing me out here this late at night, Eita. I got to talk with Hanayome. Hanayome? Oh yeah? Glad to hear it. Oh, hello. Oh, the anime shirt! The anime shirt! I love it! A rather round young man appears, stepping out of the shadows. You got your question answered, Suzu? Yeah, it's okay now. Hanayome sure is amazing, though. She knows where everything is. You got that right. She helped me find my limited edition Love and Hero phone strap I dropped. Oh my god, he is anime! I love it. Based anime shirt, right? We're here for it. What's Love and Hero? Oh no. Oh no. Don't ask him to tell him. Don't ask him to tell you about his favorite anime. What? You don't know? They're a popular idol group here. Oh, it's an idol group. Okay, never mind, it's not anime. Idol group still. They've been all over TV lately. I'm surprised you haven't heard. TV's restricted at home. Mom says it rots your brain. Oh, Eita, is the bus coming soon? Oh, the last bus is on its way. We better go. We'll be in big trouble if your mom finds out we went out. Yeah. Hello? We watched from a distance for a while, but it's hard to determine their relationship. The pain from my scar is suddenly gone. Hey, Christy? What do you think? I turn, but Christy isn't there. What? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh, Christy went into mom mode. Hello? Hey, you there. Just how do you know that girl? Depending on your answer, I'll report you for child abduction. Oh, Mama Bear's out, man. Well, there goes Christy hounding the poor guy. Just calm down now. I try to placate her, but she won't budge. The man stumbles over his words. He looks flustered and overwhelmed. Uh-oh. Oh, Suzu's fighting back. Hey, lady! Don't be mean to Eita! That girl rushes to stand defensively in front of him and glares at us. She seems a lot more level-headed than the flustered guy behind her. I asked him to help me, okay? I wanted to talk to Hanayome, so I had him come with me. Who's this Hanayome you keep mentioning? A ghost who helps find things. Oh. People say that you can talk to her from this telephone box. A ghost, huh? She looks at me. We're both thinking the same thing. Earlier, the mark was hurting, so maybe... You guys look serious. What's going on? He nervously glances between us. Does this scar look familiar at all? I showed them the mark on my right arm. Hey, hold on. What is this? That looks exactly like mine. He pulls off one of his gloves and reveals the mark on his hand. It's the cursed scar, yeah? I saw an article on it in OOP Arts Monthly. They say it causes amnesia, even kills you. But that nonsense... It's not all true, right? Right? Sounds like he'd heard the rumors but chose not to do anything about it. That's no surprise, really. I mean, realistically, what would we do if we found a mysterious mark on our hand and we didn't know what it does, other than, reading an occult magazine? You know what I mean? It's tough to believe it's real until your memory loss starts becoming noticeable, right? I've got one of those too. It showed up on my left wrist when I made that phone call earlier. Oh, so she literally, did she just get it? Pulling up her sleeve, she shows us her mark. They both have the mark, and after calling Hanayome. That's more than just a coincidence. Well, we can't just leave them here. Let's bring them to the mansion. We tell them what's going on and ask them to go to Cujo Mansion with us. Don't worry, the proof is literally in our back seat right now that something spiritual's happening. Or at least, you know, so that way you can believe it. It surprisingly doesn't take much to get them to come. I thought it'd take more convincing. I would think I'm the anime protagonist. I'd probably go see a doctor, not gonna lie. Yeah, to be fair, 100%. I'd probably do the same. Oh, Zetra, thank you so much for the seal friend. Hello. How are you doing? Thanks for stopping by. I hope your weekend's going well. Yeah, we added a new little seal buddy, so we don't have a name for him yet, but I thought it'd be fun, and it's been a blast having this little guy on my shoulder. I'm suffering at work. Oh no, I'm sorry. Well, I hope it goes like quick and painlessly for ya, and you know, and then you'll get back home and have the chance to relax a bit, but I'm sorry it's not going well. I hope it gets better for ya. The Steel Friend! Yeah! So, I want this month to be quick and painless. We're about halfway there. We'll get to the end of the month, surely. It'll be fine. Aw, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope it gets better. But we're playing some more Deathmark, and this visual novel heavy, so there's just a lot of talking, but... Speaking of which, I need some water. Okay, so we just found 2 people on the side of the road who obtained a mark by talking to a telephone box. Or to a ghost in a telephone box. On the phone, I think. Anyways, so that we're convincing them to go to the mansion with us so we can talk about it. Before they climb in, I warned Mary to stay quiet until we get back. Might be a bad idea to freak them out. Okay, I guess that's fair. But aren't they gonna ask why we have like a giant doll in our back seat? Nah, I need it to be March 21st for the Dragon's Dogma 2. Oh, okay, I see what you mean. It'll be here before you know it. This year already feels like it's going by pretty quickly. At least for me, it feels like that. Let's see. First, we introduce ourselves. The man's name is Eita Nakamatsu. The girl is Suzu Morimiya. Suzu Morimiya. They tell us they met through the reader's column in the OOP Arts Monthly. Suzu mentioned she was interested in Hanayome, and Eita told her what he knew. Then she pestered him into bringing her to the rumored telephone box. They were out this late because of her. Her parents sound pretty strict. Her mother keeps a close eye on her after school, and she needs permission to go out. So she snuck out of the house after her mother went to bed. Hanayome is just as famous at my school as Hanahiko is. Ah, flashback! We had to face Hanahiko before. Hi, Homer! Hello! How are you doing? Yeah, it's more Spirit Game stuff. Hey, Eita. Or, no, this is still Suzu talking. Hey, Eita, please tell them about those rumors. Do I have to? Okay, fine. But how are you doing, Homer? I hope we're doing well and having a good weekend. Eita reluctantly tells us at Suzu's request. Also EP, but we're good. They're just rumors I read, but... Chapter 3, baby! Here we go! We're just getting into Chapter 3. Hey, remember that one story? You know, the one about the public phone box in H City? There's a ghost story that looks like a bride, and she'll find what you're looking for. One of my friends actually tried it. He went to the specific phone box and lets you talk with ghosts. The phone suddenly started ringing. He slowly picked up the phone. But all he could hear was this weird smacking noise. He stayed on the line until... Did you see it? he heard a woman whisper. So he did what the rumor said to do and said, "No, I haven't seen it. No, I haven't seen it." Then she said, "What do you want to see?" His cat had gone missing, so he asked where it was. When he looked where the woman said it really was there. So the rumors are totally true. I want to go ask her where my future bride is now. Oh, want to come with me? Good weekend for sure. Went on a walk with the family and been spending time with some friends. That sounds like a great weekend. I'm glad that you're having fun. The OST for this game is so good, right? It's so good. It's very limited, but it's so good. There. It's so good. For being how small it is. Oh, I can't wait for you guys to hear the OST for NG. Oh my god, the sequel to this game. Oh, it's so good. I carry Mary from the car and gently place her back on the sofa. Thank you very much. Being in your arms is not bad, but I am most calm when I am here. The doll really talked. I can't say I expected that. Then does that mean all the stuff about the mark is true too? On the way over, we updated Suzu and Eita with just about all they needed to know. They may not completely believe us, but they're not rejecting it outright either. It seems like Eita in particular has already experienced some memory loss. Something about forgetting the names of anime characters or voice actors. Oh my god! If I lost my trivia of voice actor trivia, where would my personality be? I would be nothing. Christy looked at him strange, but he appears to be taking it quite seriously. And Suzu snuck out of the house because she believed the rumors about Hanayome. They both believed in the occult already. I'm pretty sure they'll help us find a way to escape the mark. Granted, they're also really curious about Hanayome. Pardon me, but if I may speak, the marks on Suzu and Eita, they are likely from Hanayome. And Lady Christie, the feeling I sense from your mark is the same as theirs. So we can assume Hanayome also gave the mark to you. Do you recall encountering her? Something weird did happen. Right before I entered the forest, I stepped in the phone box on T Mountain. The phone rang out of nowhere. Oh, it might be because of that. The telephone box at the rest area is also in the rumors of Hanayome. But I didn't pick it up. It creeped me out, so I left. I was never able to give that person one final call because of that. Oh, yeah. Who are you talking about? It's not for children to know. Fine. So there are other phone boxes like that? I think there are 3 that Hanayome will call from. The one where we went to... The one we went in... I can't read. The one we went to in the A Highway parking lot is one. And the one at T Mountain Rest Area, that's the one Miss Christie went to. And, Eita, where's the last one? At the park by T Apartment Complex. It's the only one inside the city. But why just those 3 locations? Dunno. The BBS I read didn't say. Mister, do you really think Hanayome is the one who gave us the marks? Oh. She's like me, for real, more comfy at home, right? Just, I'm a couch potato. Mary's a couch potato, confirmed. Not my VTuber Wikipedia brain. Ha. My memory is so bad, I should have to check if I have the death mark. Yeah, might have to be on the lookout. But it's more of... I know you're joking, but... I hope you're not like forgetting the names of friends or family, because if it starts getting that bad, uh-oh. But then, what spirit haunted you then, Darcy? Are you following any ghost stories as of late where you live? I don't think there are them. There might be ghost stories where I live, but it might be more of like revenge of some things that happened in real life. I don't want to talk about it because it'll like kind of reveal where I live, but apparently I talked with my boss and there's some interesting history around my area, so it's really interesting. I love it. Not yet, not yet. Maybe it's the spirit of my dog. Why would your puppy be haunting you? Let's see. I'm not sure yet, but we'll see what happens. Let's see. Really? But the rumors about Hanayome go back 5 years. And no one's ever mentioned that if you call her, you'll get a mark. Suzu's right. Rumors about this mark thing only popped up super recently. So you're saying Hanayome hasn't always been giving out the mark? Oh, if that's true, I wonder what triggered the change. Of course, I can't really say, seeing as I don't know anything about spirits. Mick Forget doesn't know anything about his own life right now. A ghost helping people find what they're looking for. That's pretty strange. Definitely the definition of a ghost story. Hey, Mr. Mick Forget. If those rumors are true, why don't we try asking where the stolen statues are? If we return them to their places, it might just save our lives. True, the headless statues that were stolen from the shrine. Search for the Buddha statues. If Christy's right, we might be able to escape the mark without fighting a spirit. Mary, what do you think? A good question. Objects with human forms are easily able to gain inexplicable powers. Bleeding stone statues, cursed dolls, there are many examples. Did she just give herself as an example? Historical statues of gods and Buddhas would certainly be no exception. Asking Hanayome about them would be a good idea. So says the doll before our eyes that has the inexplicable power to talk. Right, Mick Forget. Maybe it wouldn't be strange that Buddha statues could bring down divine wrath. Lord Mick Forget, may I add, as I explained previously, your mark is different from the others. Vanquishing spirits seem to weaken your mark's power. It's been several days since she told me that I was going to die. It's been like a week, man. Taking care of the spirits we encountered is likely how I'm still among the living. What are you trying to say? I cannot say what the relationship between your mark and Hanayome is. But it is true it is in your best interest to track down spirits. I hope you will guide these mark bearers this evening as well. Thoughts? I can't really picture Christy and Eita facing off against a spirit by themselves. If they failed, then a child would suffer the deadly consequences. That would weigh heavily on me. No turning back. I'll figure something out. Thank you. Mary bows her head slightly. Boop. Now, you should begin investigating Hanayome. Why does she only call from 3 public phones within each city? Her secret may lie in the answer. You visited the parking lot already. Please investigate T Mountain and the park by T Apartment Complex. New info was added to the spirit file. Rumors of Hanayome. In my country in general, it's all just typical ghost stuff, like women in white, etc. Oh, so sorry, I'm adjusting some things here on my end, but I get what you're saying. I don't know how to describe it. I think some of my ghost stories might entail the mafia. I don't know. That's all I'll say. But since I just moved up here like less than a year ago, I have no idea about the history behind any of it, so... New McDonald food item is the McForget. It's like a burger shaped like the Mark or something. Oh, that'd be funny. Okay. Let's look at our bag here and the other characters that we've got. So, Hanayome. I like that we can go back and look at the other spirit files. That's pretty nice. Let's see. Rumors of Hanayome. With the end of the 90s, online infrastructure has advanced the popularity of a certain widely used BBS. Hanayome is an urban legend that sprung up from that BBS. It goes as follows. Certain telephone booths in H City will let you talk to ghosts. If you go inside one and wait, the phone will suddenly ring. Pick it up and you'll hear a strange, lip-smacking noise. A woman will ask, "Have you seen it?" Rumors say you're supposed to reply with, "I haven't seen it." She'll respond with, "What do you want to see?" Someone actually followed the instructions and was able to find a missing pet. What a strange tale. A lot of people are interested in this ghost, wanting to find things or people who've become lost, but not a single one has ever mentioned getting a mark from her. But the circumstances seem to imply this spirit gave the mark to Eita and Suzu. Plus, why is the spirit called a bride? If she appears as a bride, then someone must have seen her. 3 phone boxes in H City let you speak with a ghost. One seems to be the one Eita and Suzu used. It shouldn't take long to reach the other 2 by car. I'm concerned about the statues stolen from H Shrine, too. If Hanayome really can tell us where they are, that would save us a lot of time. There's only one way to find out. Alaska and the Mafia can... I just moved here! I am not! How dare you accuse me of something like that? I'm kidding, I'm kidding. Let's see. Okay, and then our new characters here. Suzu Morimiya and Eita Nakamatsu. Let's see. Elementary school student. A young girl who called Hanayome to ask her something and received the mark. She was raised in a complicated household and is extremely mature. The only thing childish about her is her love of animals. Aww. Aww. And then our next one is Eita Nakamatsu. Occupation, self-employed, or so he says! Oh no. An occult maniac who's addicted to BBSs. He met Suzu through the readers column in OOP Arts Monthly, and she idolizes him like a big brother for whatever reason. What is that face? Holy shit! This is the beginning of the hottest summer... Wait, what? This is the beginning of the hottest summer in the life of Eita, age 33! 33! Oh my goodness. Alright. Let's see. I think that's it for that. Sounds like something someone in the Mafia would say. Leave me alone. Okay, that was me clapping my hands together. Who do we want to bring with us? We have ex-reporter Christy Arimura, gutsy girl Suzu Morimiya, or timid nerd Eita Nakamatsu. God, these titles are the best. Timid nerd. Gutsy girl. I love it. Alright, Chad, who do we want to bring with us? So, Christy was kind of with us for a good chunk of our last adventure, so I kind of want to bring Suzu or Eita, but... My Oshi timid nerd. We need the nerd with us. Oh my god, it's a majority vote. Alright, I want to hear their voices first and foremost. Let me do that real quick. Okay, so that's Suzu. And then Eita. I want to hear that again. Hold on, I already have him as a partner, so I can't do that, but hold on. One more time. I love it. Okay. Alright, how does he look? What's his... Alright, he has like no power. Intelligence 10, spirit power 6, and 16 dexterity. Oh, he's putting everything in dexterity. He's my spirit animal. I love it. Yeah, let's bring Eta with us. Hold on. Okay, we should be good. All right, so we have the rest area and we have the park. So the rest area is the one by T Mountain, and then the park is the one by the apartment complex, if I remember correctly. But he has the power of God and anime on his side. I'm sorry, I'll stop making fun of him. I just like the way that was presented. We'll go to the rest area first. How about that? We'll just go in order. Cheese it. Oh shit. The phone booth stands solitary on the edge of the vacant rest area. An endless sea of trees stand behind it. Christy must have run into the forest after she heard the phone ring. So this is the one that's literally right by the forest. So this is the one Christy heard. I can hear a dog howl from nearby. It almost sounds sad, but I'm probably just imagining it. It doesn't seem to bother Eta. He's only paying attention to the phone box. I mean, it did say that Suzu did have a love of animals, so maybe she would have said something if we brought her. I don't know. That's gotta be the booth the rumors mentioned. Something about it just feels off. Like everything's telling me this is it. Rumors say the phone is supposed to ring if you wait by it for a while. I'm guessing waiting outside doesn't count? Yeah, probably not. When I tried, it didn't ring until after I'd gone inside the thing. But the booth is too small for 2 people. Either I or Eta will have to go in. I'll pass. I'm, kind of big, so, yeah. Me and cramped spaces don't work. I guess I'll just have to go in. Oh shit, I don't like this. Low-key how I would react if I was asked to go on a spirit hunt. It's cramped inside and almost impossible to move around at all. Has anyone ever really been in a phone box before? A telephone box? I've been in one, and yeah, they are pretty freaking cramped. I'd be a sitting duck if a spirit attacked me while I'm in here. Famous last words. The clouded glass makes it hard to see outside. That just makes me more nervous. I wonder how long I have to wait until the phone rings. Phone booth, telephone, it's the same thing. Telephone box, phone booth, whatever. You got what I was saying. I've been in one, but it's been a while. Yeah. I wonder if like places have been tearing them down. Let's see, there's a poster attached to the window. Are there even still telephone boxes nowadays? I don't know. I don't see many anymore. Like, at all. Let's see, there's a poster attached to the window. Help our investigation! On the night of 2/8/1990 blank, an assault took place in the forest nearby. If anyone has any info on this case, please notify H Police Department. This is dated 5 years ago. Looks like something terrible happened here. The phone begins to ring. Also known as the payphone. Wow, these little guys have a lot of names, don't they? I hesitantly reach out and pick it up. The only sound I hear is the dial tone. No one is speaking. What's going on? Suddenly there's a strange noise. Crunching, smacking, like the sound of saliva as someone chews. Did you see it? Tucked in the smacking is a woman's voice. The voice is creepy, cold, and chills me down to the bone. Is this Hanayome? Did you see it? Oh no, oh no. She asks the second time. The rumors mention that I should say, I haven't seen it. That's what we're supposed to say. I have not seen it. And I think we have to specifically say that. Very seriously, I say, I haven't seen it. What do you want to see? Oh, shit. Is it a ghost or our seal friend? Don't say that about our seal. Our seal is here for support, okay? It's going exactly as the rumors said. Hanayome is supposed to tell you the location of whatever you're looking for. Christy told me to ask about the Buddha statues that were stolen from H Shrine. I'll give it a try. Buddha statues. Lord Buddha. Doesn't your arm already have the mark of the Buddha on it? Oh shit! Tell me, you want a new Buddha? Why are you doing that? Tell me. Well, tell me. Tell me. Tell me. Tell me, tell me, tell me, tell me. Tell me, tell me, tell me, tell me, tell me, tell me, oh shit! I'm glad we have our seal with us, holy shit! The line goes dead. The woman's scream is still ringing in my ears. I feel sick. It must be because of my brush with that blood-curdling insanity. Why didn't she answer my question? What was different from when the others asked? The mark on my arm burns dully, like it's reminding me it exists. Maybe this is why she was acting strangely. She did say something to the effect that Buddha gave me this mark. Was she just too insane to differentiate between Buddha and a monstrous spirit? Or is this mark really the work of divine wrath from the Buddha statues? I wait a while longer, but the phone doesn't ring again. There's no point in staying in here. Whew, boy! As soon as I leave the booth, Eita comes up to me. You're drenched in sweat. Did something happen? I tell Eita about my conversation with Hanayome. Weird. No one mentioned that online. Eita's brow furrows in confusion. Anyway, why don't we try going to the other phone booth? There could be clues there. You could try there, too. There's no time in getting lost in thought. The last phone booth is at the park by T Apartments in the other direction. We'll head there after stopping at the mansion. It's probably wise to ask Mary what she knows since it's on the way. New info was added to the spirit file, the second phone box. Oh boy! Oh boy! Riot is our emotional support seal. Asks a question, then hangs up. Rude. Rude as fuck, shaking my head. Like, how dare she? I'm kidding. Okay, what was the spirit file? Okay, it's just one page. In the booth is a poster looking for info on a crime that happened nearby. The phone rings while I'm distracted. Just like the rumors when I pick up a woman answers, smacking her lips. I can't read. But I can't get info on the statues from her. For some reason, she's behaving different from what we were told to expect. There's one more telephone booth. We better check it out too. I don't know if I can read. Let's see. I guess we're going back. And I guess this will give us the opportunity to switch if we wanted to do that, but we'll see. I tell Mary what happened at the phone box. You say Hanayome acted strangely. She called the spirit that cursed you with your mark Buddha. I cannot say I know what she saw, but from what you said, she will likely not respond to your question. That does not mean she does not understand you, however. Use any method available to obtain as much information as you can. So, I guess this will give us a chance to, talk with, or change partners or talk if necessary. So, I guess we're going to the park next. Let's do that. So this is right by an apartment complex, too. That's kinda eerie. I see a small park tucked between all the looming apartment buildings. There's no one here. I guess everyone's already asleep. I would not be. I'm pretty sure that's the phone booth from the Hanayome rumors. Man, parks are kinda eerie when there are no kids around. Well, now that I'm here, I still have no idea why Hanayome hung up on me. I followed the rumors exactly. Where did I go wrong? I scratch my head. Don't adhere to the gossip. Defy it. That's that weird voice talking again. Suddenly I hear that strange voice again. Gossip. In other words, the rumors. What will happen if I don't follow the rumors? Eita, go back to the car. There's something I want to try. Oh no. But it might end up backfiring on me. Okay. Make sure you come back. I can't drive, so... Oh, right. Wait a sec. Eita puffs out his chest and holds his index finger up. I've got some good info from the BBS. I guess Hanayome has this weird fixation on eyes. Eyes? If something goes wrong, just remember that. Huh? So, what are you telling me to do? I'm not really sure either. Anyway, just avoid saying I and things like that. Avoid saying I and things like that. Oh, I remember this now. Don't talk about myself? No? I mean EYE, as in eyeball. Oh, and just in case, don't mention words that have the sound either. Oh, I remember this. There's a limit to unreliability. I'll keep it in mind. Eita returns to the car. I should probably save. And I didn't. I step inside and wait for the phone to ring. There's a poster in this booth, too. Just like the one at the rest area, this one looks like it's been here for a few years now. Young woman kidnapped. A local young woman was kidnapped close to this location. If you are a witness to this crime, please notify the police. MPD. February 8th. 5 years ago. I think the poster I saw in the rest area had the exact same date. Coincidence? The phone rings. Here we go! We're defying the rumors! Oh no! We're defying the rumors and not saying I. God, I hate that sound. I grab the receiver and slowly pick it up. I hear a noise, like someone chewing gum from the other end of the phone. An icy cold voice speaks. Did you see it? Nope. I did. Okay, so we're now the voice, whatever voice we've been hearing throughout all the chapters is telling us to defy the rumors, or gossip. So we're trying it. So I saw it. You saw it, didn't you? You saw that thing of me. Oh. The voice cuts off. Oh, Jesus. Something outside collides violently with the glass of the booth, but I can't see it. Oh boy, here we go! Tell me, how did you see it? I remember this now. I remember this! With your own eyes? Or eyeglasses? A telescope? Okay, no, we have to avoid anything. So, telescope. We have to avoid anything that has the word eyes in it, or anything that sounds like eye is what Eita was saying. It sounds like something searching around outside the phone box. Oh god, could you imagine that? You saw it. You said you saw it. What color? A beautiful color. Red, pink, green. This is where it starts getting confusing if I remember correctly. So yeah, I think it was red, maybe pink, most likely green. It would be pink, right? Yeah, this one's confusing. I'll tell you how this goes later, but I believe it's the pink. Well, it was. It's safe. Okay. You saw it. What kind of person are you? What's important to you? Your dreams? Romance? Love? Which do you choose? Definitely my dreams. Romance is great. I believe in love. It's romance, right? Yes! Okay. Yeah, this one's a confusing one if you don't... Yeah, I'm glad I remembered this. Hell yeah! Whew! The phone goes dead. The next I know, the bloody handprint is gone, and so is the ominous presence. Okay, so... I'll explain why that one would be confusing, and why it was actually important to bring Eita to this, actually, if I remember correctly. I vaguely remember this one. Do you know this game, Harris? I can't remember if we talked about that. But anyways, so... Yeah, Eita told us, because he read it in an article, he said that you can't mention the word eyes, or you can't say anything that involves saying the word I, whether any form of word saying I, right? So the first one was good because it was just like, oh, are you seeing through eyeglasses or something like that? Then we could say telescope, right? So then the second one, where it was talking about the colors, so you saw how things were worded, right? Like the first one was said, I think it was red, maybe pink, and then most likely green. It was pink because how the green one was worded, it said most likely green. I was still in there. So you had to avoid that one. That's where the trouble is. Now, I believe in the Japanese version, they have the same kind of thing, but obviously pronunciations and honorifics are a little different. But it's the same kind of thing in the original Japanese game of this. So, but yeah, they had to kind of change it up a little bit for the English for the English release. So it's a very interesting way on how they did that. So sometimes that's why I was like reading all of them out loud, like, oh yeah, most likely green, or my thing. Like in one of them, I think it said like it was my family or something like that, and it said it was my family. I was like, oh man, that got me the first time I ever played that game. But that's where Eita was important, because I don't believe Suzu says that, because I think she was mostly because she's not like really into reading that except for Eita. Eita eats that shit up like it's candy, right? But I think if we had brought Suzu, we would not have gotten that hint. So, hey, look at us! We brought the right person! I didn't want to bring it up earlier, but I think actually, bringing Christy with us in the forest when we were facing Shimi-O, I think Christy was important to help us get an important item to help exercise Shimi-O. Like, if we had brought in Sho or Mashita and not had gotten that, we wouldn't have been able to defeat Shimi-O, basically. So, yeah. Yeah. People are important. So, it's starting to come back to me. So, that's why thankfully I knew that ahead of time, because I do, this one was one of my more favorite chapters, so I do remember this one a little more vividly than the others, but I'm still trying to give you guys the suspense as well, but here I am being like, oh yeah, here are the answers. Sorry. Yeah, I know NG and Spirit Hunter waiting for the third one. Well, the third game is out right now, but we're not playing it on here until we finish this game in NG, so. Always trust the nerds, always. So anyways, thank you for hearing me out on my explanation. I hope it made sense, the way I explained it. She was particularly anxious about what I had seen. I think I did a good job not mentioning anything like eyes in my answer. Quite literally. I, most likely? How fucking clever is that? I love it. Overly conscious over being seen. Maybe that's where her secret lies. I exit the booth and Eita rushes up to me. Did something happen? My mark hurt all of a sudden. I tell Eita about what happened in the telephone booth. Man, it beats me. Guess there's no way he'd have the answer. Oh, hey. Something's on the ground there. Sure enough, there's a folded up piece of paper lying near the booth. Looks like a piece of stationery. I don't think it was there before. I don't think it was there before I went into the phone box. I pick up the paper and open it. To Seiko. I'll dispel all of your heartache. So forget that horrible incident and take your quiet rest up in heaven. An incident? The posters I saw in the telephone booths mentioned something like that too. Could they be connected? I ask Eita what they think. I don't know. Excuse me, I don't know. I don't think he's considering it seriously. Anyway, we visited all 3 boxes now. Wanna head back? I bet Suzu's worried about us. Yeah. We should probably head back for now. New info was added to the spirit file. The 3rd phone box. Alright, girl needs to save. I have not saved anything in this chapter yet. Alright, back we go! We will return to the mansion. Whew! Oh, welcome back. Christy is there in the garage. She's going through the files full of articles on criminal cases. How did the investigation go? Okay, I guess. Eita and I tell Christy what we discovered. I see. I can see Christy's mind working. Hey, Mr. McForget. Do you know those posters in that bit of stationery you found? Could they be linked to Hanayome? She might have been someone who was caught up in the incident and killed. And if that's the case, then... She glances over at the files. The dates were 5 years ago, right? Then there must be an article on what happened here in these files. Let's get Suzu to help out too. Go, get a move on. Ooh, she's in reporter mode right now. All 4 of us begin reading through the files. The clippings range from the smallest dispute to the most heinous crime in H City. But they're all dated 5 years ago or earlier. Did they get stored in the garage because they're so old? 5 years ago is not that old, friend. After a while... I might have found it. It's from 5 years ago in February. The victim's name is Seiko. Eita lays the file out on the desk and we all peer at it. The file has articles about an incident that happened 5 years ago. The victim's name was Seiko Hasegawa. Hasegawa? Seiko Hasegawa. Apparently she committed suicide in the forest by H Castle on the eve of her wedding. Oh no. She was in her dress when she was found. Suzu, you probably shouldn't read anymore. It's pretty bad.
Thanks, Eita. But I want to know more about Hanayome. I feel like I need to do this.
She's cringing, but she sounds determined. Don't let a child read this. Between this and sneaking out at night, she's a surprisingly brave kid. It's rather odd for someone her age. I remember now. This happened back when I used to be a news anchor. Christy mutters just loud enough to hear. Then do you know the whole story? It was horrible. It's hard to recount. A woman was abducted by a gang while she was walking her dog. They brought her to the forest and assaulted her. Oh yeah. People found her battered and staggering along the road the next day. The dog was run over and killed near the forest where it chased after them. God, that's horrifying. Yeah, but that wasn't the end of Seiko Hasegawa's misfortune. Eita somberly cuts in. His usual grin is nowhere to be found. It's well known in some circles, but her assault was photographed. The pictures were sent to her fiancé. They threatened to make them public if he didn't pay up. I heard he gave them a ton of money to get the photos and the negatives. Is that true, Christy? Yeah, I heard that as well. Because of all that, Miss Seiko had a mental breakdown. And in the end, she hung herself. She'd been a serious, honest woman, so she just couldn't bear it. Damn. The cruel fate of a woman attacked before her wedding. We fall silent as that reality weighs on us. Suzu timidly speaks up, her face pale.
Maybe there's a connection between what happened to Miss Hasegawa and Hanayome's phone boxes?
According to the article, the incidents that wrecked her life took place near each phone box. She was abducted by the park and assaulted by the rest area. She was found wandering near the parking lot by A Highway. The phone booths connect Hanayome and Seiko Hasegawa. The coincidence sends shivers down my spine. So that note we found by the telephone booth, did Seiko's fiancé write it? Most likely. What's strange is it was there and not where she committed suicide.
Did Hanayome put it there? Maybe she was telling us something.
I have no clue how spirits think, but if Suzu's right, then that note is an important clue for us. I seem to recall Miss Seiko's fiancé was a famous musician. As a result, the case was widely publicized at the time. It happened right after they returned from a romantic trip to Greece. Old ladies were
Old ladies were sobbing about how it made it all the more tragic. And the poor dog they brought on the trip died heroically as well. Where's the fiancé now? Well, he began acting strange due to the shock and then went missing. Some say her suicide was to follow him. But he wasn't the only one who disappeared. It sounds like all of the culprits went missing too. You hear about that online too? Well, something like that. The internet wasn't the same back then. There were only hubs. Hubs? Like pre-internet chat rooms? Everyone was talking about it on the occult hubs back then. There was one person in the community who knew way too much. I think he was one of the culprits. He brought up a bunch of things, like taking pictures and all that. And I bet those pictures were of the assault. Yeah, that's right. After they were finished, those assholes got a camera out and took pictures of her, her face soaked with tears. The whole time she yelled, "Don't look, don't look." Don't look, huh? Hanayome has an extreme reaction to being seen by others. He kept going on about it night after night, until he suddenly stopped posting. People who knew him said they couldn't contact him at all. Those guys deserve to die, but it's still really creepy, you know? Suddenly, a line from the note pops into my head. I'll dispel all of your heartache. Hey, Christy. Do you happen to know exactly where in the forest Seiko killed herself? I was a reporter at the time, so I did go to the location. That was 5 years ago, so I don't remember exactly. I feel like I went west from that big arch at the entrance. So you're really going to go? Yeah, we might be able to find out something about Hanayome. Okay. Though I'd much prefer to stay here. New info was added to the spirit file. Gathering info at the mansion. Other. Let's go back to the mansion real quick. I'm gonna save real fast. Yeah, I've mentioned that this game, and obviously it's got the, you know, the mature warning and everything, but yeah, this game, I think every chapter talks about some pretty dark subjects, and I think you guys might have gotten used, maybe not jaded, but at least, like, used to it, or, like, should expect something pretty deep, you know, dark like that, so, but I'm also sorry that I didn't bring it up, so if that did bother anybody, I'm really sorry, so. I know, yeah, everyone suffered in this, from what it seemed like. Seiko, the dog, seems like her fiance went missing, so a lot's going on with this. Let's see. God, we haven't even collected any tools yet in this one. Let's see. What have we got from Hanayome? Oh, shoot, there's 4 files in this, okay. So the third phone box. Hanayome's acting even more strangely than before. She seems anxious about being seen, or eyes in general. It's impossible to be sure since it's only over the phone. Plus, the note we found outside the booth is disconcerting. To Seiko, I'll dispel all of your heartache. So forget that horrible incident and take your quiet rest up in heaven. The garage. Gathering info. The garage shelves containing files on accidents and crimes within each city from decades old to just a few years ago. We all search through them and find a case with a victim named Seiko Hasegawa, the person mentioned in the note. The details of her case are sickening. The victim was abducted by a group as she was walking her dog in the forest while awaiting her wedding day. She was found by a phone booth along the highway the next day. But that's not all. The culprits photographed the assault and blackmailed her fiancé with the photos for Monday. A few days later, all of the stress caused her to kill herself. Her fiancé went missing afterwards. The people believed he also committed suicide. Christy investigated the case back then. She says the fiancé was a famous musician. To Seiko, I'll dispel all your heartache. Those words bother me, but there's something else too. and that's the fact that the culprits also went missing after she died. The ghastly case is still unable to gain full closure. The phone box that guided us to the case. The fact that the woman who hung herself wore a wedding dress. The connections to the forest by H. Castle. The other mark bearers won't like it, but we need to go back to the forest. But why am I so sure of that? Don't worry, it didn't trigger me, but I'm always sad when a dog dies in the media. Yeah, it's always a shame when everybody just suffers in situations like that. But at least it seemed like the dog was there protecting Hanayome, or Seiko, what it sounds like. So that's good. Let's see. So Eita said he didn't want to go to the forest. We'll change partners, I think, this go around. So we can bring Suzu. That's a bad idea, but we can bring Suzu this time. Because we had Christy, like, all throughout, like, Shimio until the very end, once we found her. So we'll bring... I like bringing all the different characters because they all have different inputs based on their personalities, and we've seen that before already, so it's really interesting to see that kind of stuff. That is for me. Plus, I mean, I want to make sure every character gets a small chance in the spotlight, despite how little spotlight they may have in it. Which is why I'm kind of glad that we played Chapter 1 first, because, or we played Chapter 1 twice. One was during the Spooky Spectacles, where we brought Moe, and then the second one was when we brought Tsukasa. So that's really interesting. I like that. So, okay, she's partnered with us. Alright, so Suzu has 6 power, 7 intelligence. Look at that spirit power! Oh my gosh. And then 6 dexterity. 15 spirit power. She is a sage. I love it. Anyways. To the forest we go. Woo! You know, now I think about it, it said that the dog... Unfortunately, the dog died while trying to save Seiko from the sound of it in the article by the forest. Do you guys remember last stream where we were kind of searching around the forest and everything and we heard that dog bark? I wonder if that was the dog. I still want to know what that scary birdish scream sound was that made me like freak out with the mouse, man. Oh man, that scared me. That scared me something awful. Hearing her speak, I had the impression that she had been raised well, but now that I'm out alone with her like this, it's not just that. She's... how do I put it? This is a little late, but I hope we get along. Suzu is so sweet, guys. Should I call you Mr. McForget? No, just Mr's fine. Having you call me by my first name is kinda... I'm sorry. That was rude of me. That's right. She's strangely mature. Suzu. Is it alright if I call you that? Yes, just Suzu's fine. Okay. So what do your parents do? Yeah, it's kinda out of the blue to ask that, but we might be in some life or death situations. Even if she's just a kid, I'd like to know what kind of person she is. Right now, I'm only living with my mom. She pushes herself every day. Pushes herself? Does that mean she's a career woman who works hard at her job? I see. Sorry for the random question. Not at all. She lives alone with her mother, who works every day, which means she's basically living alone. That must be why she's so mature. Just then the tire hits a bump in the road. I can see a square gray object in the back seat through the rearview mirror. Is that thing back there yours? No, that's Eita's. He said it was a CD radio cassette player. A radio cassette player? Why? He said we might need music while we drive. Wanna listen to something? Oh, she's so cute. She's so sweet. No, I'll pass. The conversation grinds to a halt after that. It's like there's an invisible person between us. After falling silent a while, Suzu finally speaks up again. It only makes sense for the conversation to turn one direction. This mark. Did Hanayome really do this? I don't know for sure, but I think that's a natural assumption. Oh, I guess so. Suddenly it dawns on me. Why does this kid not want to treat the spirit like it's evil? No, maybe it's just Hanayome specifically. But that would be the best. What would? I mean, if Hanayome really were a nice spirit. Yeah, you're right. Her grin at me is revealed. Oh, she smiled. I smile back at her stiffly. The weight in the pit of my stomach. If that's really true, then we could get through this without anyone dying. The problem is, that's impossible. I lightly rub my wrist as I watch Suzu smile out of the corner of my eye. Yeah, I really hope so. Hi Agnes! Hello! And SK! How you guys doing? Hello! Welcome in! We're playing more Spirit Hunter. How are you guys doing? Or we're playing more Deathmark, I should say. But how are you guys? How are you guys' weekends doing? I did not mean to click that. Oops. We're back in the forest! But thankfully it doesn't seem like we're having to face any bees, so I think we're good. And then you absolute game. Are you talking about like me streaming Your Turn to Die yesterday to like 2 a.m. my time? Doing good. Gonna be lurking, playing some games with my friends. Yeah, feel free to lurk and have me on in the background. Totally cool. Have a good lurk. I come from Kynes to and from a night out, and there's Deathmark. Kinda turned. Oh, I see what you mean. Okay. Well, as long as you don't spoil anything, we'll be okay. But enjoy. Maybe we'll get a different perspective on things. I do need to get more alcohol at some point, I think. We should have another drunk stream one of these days. It would be fun, I feel. But yeah, feel free to lurk, feel free to chat. Just as long as you don't spoil anything, we'll be having a great time, so... Spoiler, there are spirits. Spoilers, guys! Come on! Don't make me block your chats! Damn, a Spirit Hunter game where we have to face spirits? Like, what? How dare you spoil that for me? Ugh. Chat, man. How dare you guys? Anyways, we're getting ready to see if we're gonna find a spirit. Who knows? So we brought Suzu to the forest with us, which was a smart idea. I bet. But teehee, I love that emote so much. Holy shit. Anyways, we're gonna go in the forest. Yep. Suzu is understandably terrified. Anyone would be, in her shoes. No one wants to go into a dark forest at night, especially this one. Yeah, exactly, especially this one. We'll be okay as long as we're careful. I don't believe what I said for a minute. It's just something you want to say at times like this. Yeah, sure. Oh no, not this chapter. Yeah, so we just figured out the connection between Seiko, Hasegawa, and Hanayome. So we're getting ready to investigate the forest to see what to do from here. Yeah, sure. Okay. It's supposed to be west of the gate. I look to the west of the gate again. but there's no sign of a trail. Suddenly, Suzu's face stiffens. What's wrong? It just got cold. Oh, Jesus Christ! Ah! I follow their gaze and see a low shadow dashing out from the darkness. A dog? It certainly seems like one. It kicks up the dirt with 4 legs. That is no dog! Okay, it does look like a dog. But its face, though. Oh my. It certainly looks like it has hair. Like human hair. It certainly seems like one. It kicks up the dirt with 4 legs. But it looks off somehow. Its fur is long and disheveled. And from certain angles, its face looks human. Right? That's exactly it. Right? The face is a lot. The dog stares at us, growling softly. What is it? Are you trying to tell us something? Mom says you're not supposed to talk nice to dogs like that. She says to be firm like its master. That's how you train them. If you give it attention, the dog will think it has power over you. So, ignore it and stay quiet, huh? I guess that's true for humans too. Powerful people tend to ignore others. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. The dog barks loudly, then vanishes into the western underbrush. The moment it's gone, the chill in the air dissipates like it was never there. Was it trying to tell us that we should go that way? Maybe. I shine the flashlight on the spot where the dog disappeared. And now familiar pain shoots through my wrist. Already? The mark's color grows more vivid. Early dawn, a few hours left until death closes in. Shit! There's probably not much time left. We better hurry. Let's check the bushes over there. Hi, Valheim! Hello! How are you doing? Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, we're playing some more Spirit Hunter Deathmark, so into the creepy vibes. So, anyways. Let's see. Let's read the files real quick so we don't accidentally build them up. So, we read that. So upon our return to the forest, a strange dog appears. It growls at us before disappearing into the western thicket. Christy says the place is checked in the past. Christy says the place she checked in the past was into the west also. Still, that dog didn't look normal. I suppose that's a good sign since we're chasing after a spirit? But the mark warns that the time is short. We have to hurry. We just started! Leave us alone! I know, right? It's too early. I did not mean to all caps, but it feels fitting. That's okay. I all cap stuff all the time. Don't worry. I'm just passing by to check. Hope you have a great stream. Oh, thanks for stopping by, Valheim. Even if it's, short time, I still appreciate the hello, and you have a wonderful weekend. We'll see you later. Oh, my phlegm is acting up. Man, I'm drinking so much water. Anyways, here we go to... Do we have to go... where do we go? That way, okay. There's a thicket of trees next to the gate. We'll look at it. With the dog gone, I push my way into the underbrush. I just wanted to look! I spot the traces of what used to be a path. You could barely call it one at this point. This must be the closed hiking trail. The path goes west from the gate. It's really here. Was it trying to tell us about it? Who knows? Anyway, let's get going. Oh boy, here we go. Oh no. This is the old path entrance. I hear the sound of a rope again, so in case we actually see an unintentional visual like we did last time, just be careful. I'm kind of scared, I'm not gonna lie. The last time I just started looking around willy-nilly, we got that weird bird shriek, and that scared me half to death. Let's see, it's a wad of paper. I push the grass aside and pick it up. I found a... Yes! More talisman stuff! When I pick up the worn-out talisman, I feel warmth flow through me. Yeah! We got more soul power. Do you guys hear that rope? What is to the left of us? Oh, shit! Hold on, something's in the grass. I can't see it well from here. I feel around in the blades of grass. An instant camera? I've hit the switch before I realized it and a red light appears. Apparently that means the flash can be used. Does it still work? Yeah, looks like it. I turn it off and quickly stuff it in my bag. I decide it's wise not to mention the dried blood that's stuck to the bottom of it. To see is to perceive light. To see is to perceive light. That distant voice echoes in my head. True, seeing something means you're seeing the light it's reflecting. But what does that have to do with Hanayome? New info was added to the spirit file, around the tree covered in photos. And speaking of, what the hell is this? I shine the light on the grove of trees in front of us and catch a glimpse of something odd. Mister, what's that? Something stuck to that tree over there. I can't make it out from here. I move forward for a closer look. Oh! What is this? All thought in my mind ceases. Look at all the eyes are gone. All the eyes have been, like, stabbed with nails. It's as if I'm unable to process what I'm seeing, and my brain comes to a halt. Are these photos? There are a bunch of pictures of different people posted to the tree, but they're all... What is this? Why do all their eyes have nails? It's just as Suzu said. For some bizarre reason, each photo has a person with nails driven through both eyes. Attached to the nails is some kind of tape. Oh, I'm just now looking at the tape. It's like... it's photo negatives, I think. Cold sweat drips down my back. What kind of grudge would cause someone to do something like this? All of the pictures. They're all men. Suzu mutters just loud enough to hear. Huh? I look over the photos again. A good number of them are deteriorated, so it's hard to make out, but they might be right. Yeah, it looks like it. All the subjects are men. That's clearly not a coincidence. I feel a little dizzy and step back. Through my blurry vision, something flashes in the light from the flashlight. Huh? Is something wrong? Nothing. It's just... over there. Something sparkled up there. Something might be there. We should check it out. We're saving. Where was it? We can't go any further. These are all photos nailed to the tree. All the photos are of men. There's blood everywhere. Does it belong to the person who put the nails in? I grab the tape that's wrapped around one of the nails and take a good look at it. It looks like audio tape that's been pulled out of a cassette. Ah. Now, what did I see? I can't see anything. Do we just go back? Okay, and then we go this way? Back to the left? I hear a low growl from somewhere. I can't see what's making it, but it seems to be watching me. Oh, we did see that dog at the gate. I'm not sure why, but I feel intense hostility directed toward me. What should we do? The instant Suzu speaks, the growling grows distinctly quieter. Except it doesn't look like it'll let us through. Let's turn back. We retreat without trying to force our way past. Okay. So then we go back? Oh! Something up in the branches of the tree is reflecting light. That's what we saw! Okay, I just missed it. Whoops. Something must be stuck in the branches. I just realized that this tree is like all gone. Like it's not going upward. Like it's literally just, it looks broken. Like the tree fell. You know what I mean? Something must be stuck in the branches. The only way we'll be able to check it out is to climb up the trunk. You're going to climb the tree? There aren't any cavities, knots, or branches within reach. It'll be hard to climb up it, so... Climb the tree myself, ask my partner. She's so little! Boost my partner up, or forget it. I mean, we could ask Suzu to get it for us if she's on her... I mean, she's small enough. We won't dislocate our shoulders. We could probably do that, right? If that's all, then... Okay, I'll try. I squat at the base of the tree and let her climb up on me. Up you go! I stagger a bit but manage to stand. It feels like I'm one of the trees now. Can you reach? Just a little to the right. I'm almost there. Eeh! Suzu reaches as far as she can with her hand and I lose my balance. We both crash to the ground. Oh shit, way to go, McForget. Are you okay? I'm fine. Here. Suzu shows me her hands. It's holding the object that was stuck in the branches. A dog collar. A collar? It makes me think of that dog we saw before coming here. Does this belong to that dog? I wonder who threw it away. Who knows? As I'm putting it away in my bag, I spot an inscription on the inside of the collar. Enta? What is that? Is that something? Enta? How are you supposed to pronounce that? New info was added to the spirit file. The pictures on the tree. Yeah, we're gonna read that stuff real quick. Let's see. Okay, let's see. The pictures on the tree. On the west side of the forest, we find a tree covered in strange photos of men, and they all have large nails driven deep into their eyes. They're likely all dead. Is it some kind of warning that men will be killed? I spot something when I look up to the tree. It's hard to get down, but it turns out to be a dog collar. Does it belong to the dog that we saw at the entrance? That article on Seiko we found in the garage said the body of her pet dog was found in the forest. Was it killed chasing after the culprits? It seems she even brought it up on her trip to Greece with her fiancé right before she was abducted. It looks like the dog's name is on the collar, but how do you pronounce that? I think is it Russian? Doesn't look like English. In the bushes below the tree, I find a dirty instant camera. On the back, it reads, "Take a picture, flash included." That voice then whispers to me again. To see is to perceive light. Light. Things that emit light. The camera. I bet Seiko Hasegawa detested that light. Oh boy. I'm gonna save real fast. There we go. Okay, now I think we can go back and look with the dog. So we'll go back to the left. Maybe, I think. I don't know. I hear a low growl from somewhere. Maybe now that we have the dog collar, we can actually, like, talk with the dog? Talk with the dog. Yeah, good job, me. I can't see what's making it, but it seems to be watching me. Oh, we did. Oh, yeah, we read all this already. I'm not sure why, but I feel an intense hostility. The instant Suzu speaks, the growling grows distinctly quieter. I remember the photos. Ah! All of them were men with nails in their eyes. I don't know what that has to do with the dog, but if those pictures demonstrate the hatred that saturates this place. If I'm with Suzu, it might react differently because we're a guy, and Suzu, if we had brought Christy, I bet it would have been the same. I consider my options. Show the collar? I've got an idea. I take the collar out of my bag. Maybe... It's a safe bet that the spirit was born here, so the dog is likely tied to this collar. I face the general area the barking is coming from and show the collar. Hello! The dog appears like a gust of wind. Whoa! Before I can blink, it steals the collar from me. Oh, damn! Wow, that's a fast dog. Oh, no! Oh, I'm not ready. I forgot this one. When I try to quickly jump away, I hear Suzu call out to me. Mr. McForget, don't move! But I don't catch the rest of it. Is she saying don't move? The dog rushes at me, so fast it looks like it's gliding over the ground. Is she saying don't move? Stand still, stand still. Don't move. The dog stops in its tracks. It seems confused that I'm not reacting and just standing still. Yeah, that doggo is not happy. It shuffles back on its guard, then prepares to attack again. Safe! Okay, sweet. Whew! It bares its teeth and growls. Oh, what do we do? What do we do? Oh, Suzu said ignore it! Ignore it! Ignore it! Turn my back to it. Suzu said, don't treat it nicely. Just be firm and ignore it if need be. I break my gaze and turn my back to it. I pretend not to hear it threatening me. It growls for a while until it abruptly stops. Yes! Suzu, you are the best! I love... How can we pet it? Oh my god! No,
when it's hostile. Like, what do you mean? The dog holds the collar in its mouth and stares at me. That collar has an inscription on it, doesn't it? I'm sure it said, it has something like Enta in it, but it might be Russian? Greek? I don't know. What is that? Something Enta. What should I call it? Something Enta. Something Enta. Genta? Senta? Is it... No, I don't remember! I'm done! I don't remember. Genta? I don't actually remember this. I mutter the name. The dog perks its ears. I say it again, this time more clearly. Then... Oh my god! I got it right. I genuinely forgot how its name was pronounced. It's been so long since I've played this game. And the dog turns around and quietly slinks into the bush. Genta. It disappears from sight. Seems I somehow managed to escape death. Yeah, with like half my spirit power for me panicking. Whew. Whoa. I pick up the collar that was left behind and sigh deeply. Are you okay? Yeah, that was... My fear of dogs could never. I'm sorry. I'm still, like, terrified of dogs after I was attacked by one growing up. I can't even say it was no big deal. My words simply trail off. That's all I can answer with. I pat myself down with my hands, but I don't seem to be injured anywhere. I did feel teeth biting into my hand when the collar was snatched from me, though. That dog might be supernatural. I hope it doesn't attack again. I think we'll be fine. It found what it was looking for. You're right. Oh boy, I'm saving after that. I can't believe I got the name right, oh my god. Well, that's very fair to be scared if you had a bad experience. I've had multiple bad experiences with dogs just by walking near them. I've had, like, dogs chase me, I've had dogs bite me, I've had dogs try to topple me over. Well, that might have been the one that tried to chase after me, but, oh man, yeah, it was not a fun time. Not a pleasant experience. I'm getting better, but the dogs that are like, you know, dogs that are super hyper and they like try to jump on you because they're so excited, that scares me. But like more chill dogs seem to be okay. So, what the hell? Oh yeah! A sound like a rope creaks above my head. Silhouettes swing in the shadows of the trees. My whole body shudders with dread. Are those people? Suzu gives a terrified yelp. Speechless, I shine my flashlight on them. Oh boy. You've been good with the little dogs I had living at home, growing up at least. Yeah, no, your dogs were fine. Because they were fine. But other dogs, they are like dangerous when they want to play almost. So, but no, Felix, your dogs were fine growing up. I got used to yours because we hung out so much. I think that's what's the case. And I know you raise your pets very well, so yeah, I didn't have any trouble with your dogs, but other dogs, oh yeah, I've had trouble with other dogs. Let's see, they clearly aren't people. Mannequins. They're mannequins. All right. I'll tell a story about like my experience with one of my aunt's dogs here later once we get past this part, but the things hanging by their necks from the trees
are display mannequins you can find in any department store. Obviously, dolls can't commit suicide. Is this someone's idea of a prank? Or maybe a warning to intruders? The only one who knows the truth would be whoever did this. Let's go. I don't think they're dangerous. They're only mannequins. Okay. Now, we all know in horror games that mannequins can't be trusted. Suzu replies uneasily. But before either of us take a step forward, I feel a shaky hand gripping onto me. What? Oh, it's Suzu. Suzu's holding on to me. Okay. Suzu's holding on. Okay, she's so scared. Oh, the poor girl. If I can go on a quick tangent about like a dog experience that I had very recently. I'm getting much better with dogs now. But my aunt, one of my aunt's dogs is so hyper, right? So hyper. And kind of mean towards new people. And so also, when my cousins were in college, I went to drop off some care packages to my aunt that my mom had made, because I was still living at home at the time. And so she and I were having a discussion about, you know, my job and everything. And I see her, she keeps the door to the house because the garage door's open, but the door leading to the house was closed. And she kept looking behind her, like looking back at the door. And I'm like, what's going on? Is everything okay? And she goes, yeah, Stetson has managed to figure out how to open doors. So I know you don't like dogs all that much, and Stetson doesn't like strangers all that much. And I legit like took a step back, and then I started looking at the door. I'm like, are you serious right now, Aunt? What? You're telling this to someone who's like just slowly recovering her fear of dogs? Like, what? Oh my god. So then I was like tense the entire rest of the time talking to her, being like, is Stetson gonna open the door? Because I don't want to get bit again. Oh man. But no, we were okay. Yeah, Stetson seems to be okay with my cousins and my aunt, but I guess just doesn't do well with strangers and bites, I guess. So I haven't been to her house since. So, oh well. I want to get a dog again sometime, but the cats had never met one, so baby steps, yeah. I hope if you do get a dog that your cats just enjoy the hell out of the dog. I know, just baby steps and everything, but I hope that they work together very well and not destroy the household. Out of sheer panic. I'm sure it'll be fine. You raise pets very well from what it looks like, so I'm sure it'll be fine. Better than like half the people in my parents' neighborhood who impulse bought pets during the pandemic and never socialized them, so then my mom had to carry pepper spray around with her because the dogs were trying to knock her down during her walks. But, so I know that you like pets enough to treat them well. I know, poor Suzu. It's always hard to deal with dogs that are scared of strangers. It is, yeah. But, ugh. A doll is mercilessly hanging by its neck. Mercilessly, wow. But yeah, I know it can be hard, but that's the, not the consequence, but that's like, it's a responsibility to raise a pet, and you have to take the time to raise it, treat it right, and make sure it doesn't bite strangers for no good reason. You know what I mean? So, it has something in its left hand. Oh, what? Grabbing onto it stopped it from swaying. Grabbing onto it to stop it from swaying, I open the hand and take what's inside. Oh, more talismans. Hooray! I need those. I need those. That's a police siren. Alright, the dolls swing unceaselessly from their ropes, even though there is no breeze. That's, unsettling. A male doll is hanging from a tree. I wonder what the person who did this was thinking. Socializing is such a critical step in raising a pup, and the pandemic made that, like, impossible. It did. But the problem is that it seems like the owners in my parents' neighborhood aren't taking the time to even attempt to raise it now that, like, the lockdowns have been lifted. And I know it's hard, especially after a dog has been so used, or a pet has been so used to not being socialized for that long, but it seems like there's not even an attempt in trying it because they're not, like, when they're taking the dogs out for walks, there is no leash. When they're at home, there's no gates, no fences, no form of protection of the dog leaving the yard. So we have all these dogs literally running around in other people's neighborhoods and to chase after people that they see blocks down to, like, play with it or socialize with it. And then the dogs start, like, I don't know. My mom said one time she saw a woman and the dog literally scraped up her legs to high heaven because it was, like, trying to jump on her while she was going for a jog, and she was in shorts. And then my mom got knocked down that she had visible paw prints on her back. So it's like there's not an attempt to keep the dog or the people safe because the dog is not socialized. So, and it doesn't seem like these owners are even making an attempt to try and help it learn anymore. And I know that would be really hard from going to, like, no socializing for years to then having to do that. But still, it feels like no one's even bothering to try. And that's what makes everything so upset by that. Our dog was traumatized at birth, so that's why he was so scared. But he never bites anyone except me, and only once. Yeah. That's how we got my old dog. Used to men since she didn't like them. Yeah. So seems like everyone here in chat really cares for animals and cares for the well-being of them and making sure that they're safe and not hurting anybody else or themselves. You guys are the real ones. You guys are awesome and, like, taking the time to do stuff like that while not hurting the well-being of them as well. But it just seems like a lot of the people in my parents' neighborhood are just lazy. And they're not even bothering to try. It's just like, oh, that's just how my dog acts. It's like, okay, like, you're not even gonna try and help your dog not be scared or too anxious or teach it how to play so it doesn't attack people by accident. Like, I don't know. I'm not a pet person because of my fear of dogs and my newly developed allergy to cats. So I've never really had pets, but seeing how my close friends have raised pets, it takes a lot of work and is a lot of responsibility, but it's worth it for them. And they love their pets dearly, but it just seems like these people are hurting their pets by not helping them learn to live in the neighborhood that they're living in and not socializing them, if that makes sense. So I don't know. That's just me ranting, but I love your guys' pets. Not a big fan of the one that tried to knock my mom down or scratch my legs, if you know what I mean. Or that runner's legs. Poor girl. Your cats are spoiled, but they're like the cutest things. I love them. I've not been afraid of your cats at all, so it's been good. Anyways, your girl needs to play the game. That was a weird tangent I didn't mean to be in. Okay. Hi, Genta. I just want to play the game and look what happens. I'm sure Genta's fine. Hopefully. It's that dog. Suzu, be careful. No, it's okay now. It won't attack anymore. It's that dog from before. It starts digging in the dirt right in front of us. After a few moments, it disappears like mist. What was it doing? Is there something over there? Let's take a look. This is the place that the dog was digging. Upon closer inspection, the dirt there appears to be a different color. I reach out and touch the dirt, but the texture under my hand surprises me. The dirt around here is soft, almost as if something was buried. Give me a hand. You're going to dig here? I don't think we'll need any tools. Please. Okay. All of that because of the spirit of Genta, right? He's just trying to protect his master, right? Yeah. In silence, we kneel in this forest in the middle of the night and dig up the dirt with our hands. I feel like I'm robbing a grave. It could be that those words popped into my head because I somehow knew what we'd find. Distracted. Oh no. I look down on what we dug up. Look at all the centipedes. What we find is a corpse. And that is an old corpse. Oh my. It's just a skeleton now, but it doesn't look that old. Is that a corpse? Yeah. My reply sounds incredibly flat and uncaring, even to me. At some point, death has become familiar. Oh, he's getting jaded. That fact, and not the corpse, is what sends a shiver down my spine. I'm too comfortable with the world of the dead. I know this, but I can't escape it. One part of me observes the remains before us and reacts calmly. Just then I notice something. What's that? There's something white in the skeleton's hand. I dig it out and discover it's a plastic bag. Inside are a number of cassette tapes and some kind of note. The note's deteriorated, but parts of it are legible. I killed them all. Once assault you. Now you rest in peace. What needed to be done. Now I die here. This forest, you passed away. New song. Want, listen, heaven. Oh, it's the fiancé! He was a famous musician! The note ends there. Got 3 cassette tapes. That sounds like a suicide note, doesn't it? But these tapes... She looks at the cassette tapes. Why were they buried too? They look at the remains as if asking them the question. Of course, it's not going to reply. I don't know. I trail off. A different voice is whispering in my mind. Oh, it's that same voice again. The last. The voice falls silent. The last? Wait a second. The last what? Huh? Is something the matter? I didn't say anything. It's nothing. Sorry, just talking to myself. Anyway, let's take these tapes with us. New info was added to the spirit file. Unidentified suicide victim. It's the fiancé, right? 'Cause, like, he was a famous musician. So... Hold on, let me look at my bag. Let's look at the spirit file first real quick and see what we've got. We find a skeleton buried in the ground with a worn suicide note and cassette tapes. Strangely enough, the contents of the note match up with the rumors of the fiancé's death and what was in the other note. This is just a guess, but if I'm right, the songs on these tapes probably contain his thoughts and feelings. If the corpse is her fiancé, then the tapes may have songs he made, or ones that are meaningful to them. So then what was the whisper of the last trying to tell me? Did he want his fiancée to hear the last song? The dog that guarded us is definitely the ruined form of their beloved pet. If I can manage to connect all of this together when I face Hanayome... Here we go. What's in our bag? We actually have stuff now. Okay, so we have the instant camera. An instant camera with dried blood on the bottom. There's film in it. And the battery for the flash is still... Or the battery for the flash still has a charge, so it can be used to take photos. If they come out, is questionable. The dog collar with... So that's Genta. Okay. Well, now you know. There you go. That says Genta. Okay, let's see. Tape, Charm Song, Echo Ballad, and My. An old cassette found buried with a corpse in the forest. It had been wrapped in a plastic bag, so it's in good shape and should be playable. The words Charm Song can be read on the smudged label. The words Echo Ballad can be read on the smudged label. And the words My can be read on the smudged label. Let me see something real quick. So, let's see. The Last. Is it like a song that he made after her death, maybe? Before her death? A song that she didn't get the chance to hear before she died? Let's see. I'm kind of going through these again. I'll dispel all of your heartache. Okay, I guess we're going. I'm saving one more time. Here we go. Charm Song, Echo Ballad, and My. Okay. Oh no! The mark burns scarlet. Dawn, half an hour left until death closes in. Oh, do you see all the mannequins? They actually have nails in their eyes. Holy shit. I don't think I noticed that before. Are these to represent... Oh, like the nails in the tree? Out of nowhere, my mark flares up painfully, the intense pulsing setting my nerves on fire. Oh, shit. Shit! Yeah, are we out of time? I bite my lip and look at Suzu. Suzu? Suzu, hey, can you hear me? Uh-oh. Yeah. It's finally here. It all starts now. I grab Suzu and run. The spirit is closing in on us. Well, where are we going? Did I get in the car to go somewhere? Regardless, I'm here inside it, gripping the wheel. The mansion. I need to go back there for now. I glance through the rearview mirror at Suzu in the back seat. Suzu is staring vacantly out the window with a slightly tilted head. The only thing out there is darkness. There's nothing to look at. Eita's tape player is laying on the side of the passenger seat. I grabbed it from the back, meaning to play one of those tapes. We quickly arrive at Kujo Mansion. Even if I discuss it with Mary, it's probably best to listen to a tape first. I reach for one, but as I do, I notice something odd. What? Where are we? I'm on an unfamiliar road, like I took a wrong turn somewhere. No, it's not unfamiliar. I've clearly been down this road before. But the route I was taking should have had no way for me to come across this road. That's the only way I can describe it. It's impossible. Damn, that scared me. Calm down. I must have made a mistake because I was messing around with the tape player. I wouldn't get lost on my way to the mansion. I've been to it so many times now. I just missed the first intersection and ended up somewhere strange, that's all. That's what I tell myself as I make a U-turn. But no matter how many times I go back... Damn it, why am I here again? No matter how I turn, I end up on the same road. Right, left, or keep going straight, I still return to the exact same place. Uh-oh. This is ridiculous! I hit the steering wheel. Maybe it was because of my outburst, but my mark starts burning with pain again. This is bad. Really bad. At this rate, death will catch up to us while we're here in the car. Having said that, we can't go back to the mansion. I don't think we'll be able to get out of this maze no matter how many times I try. In that case, what should I do? Where should I drive? Oh. Alright, so we got 3 choices here. We can go, okay, so we can go to the highway, the apartments, or the mountain, which we were didn't mean to voice crack there. Okay, so to my understanding of how the story is and everything, the highway is where Seiko was found after the assault, and that's where she was found. The apartments is where she was abducted, and the mountain is where she went to commit suicide. But then her dog, and it seems her fiancé, are also at the mountains. We're gonna go to the mountain. Everyone, it's like, we're gonna have a whole show, man. Like, everyone's at the mountain. It's really bad of me to say, but everyone's at the mountain. Plus, it seems like that's where everything went down, so... To the mountain! Let's go, before I change my mind. I turn the steering wheel in the direction of the place that popped into my head. T-Mountain. It's not that I have to go there. The destination isn't important so long as it gets me out of this situation. I hit the gas pedal and abruptly turn the wheel, trying to get out of this cursed trap. Finally, familiar scenery returns, as if it was laying wait in front of me, or laying wait for me. I can't read. I can't get over, like, the fog that's slowly moving around at the bottom of it. In the end, we're back here. The phone is ringing. Hello? I know exactly who's calling. Oh no! The mark is dyed a deep crimson. Sunrise, a few minutes left until death closes in. I head to the phone booth. I've got Eita's cassette player and the bag holding Seiko's memories at the ready. I pick up the receiver. But the phone immediately goes dead. Oh. Oh. Already? Oh shit! It's Hanayome! I'm literally in a cage right now. Oh no. You saw, didn't you? I know you saw it. Oh fuck! Throw something? Hit her with the tape player? Take a picture with the camera. She doesn't want the light. Hello? It's my turn in the phone box. Leave me out of this. I quickly grab the instant camera and use the flash. Whew, I'm out! Whew! The spirit shrieks, and while it's distracted, I tumble out of the booth. Safe! Once out, I spot out of the corner of my eye the spirit standing there looking down at me. Oh my god. The camera's battery is dead. What should I do next? Oh shit. What? Huh? 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 I don't know! I stick Charm Song into the tape player and press the play button. Listened. Often. Dear. Oh shit. The spirit responds to the song. I forgot how different this was. Oh no! The spirit quietly drifts closer. What should I do next? Shoot, I guess we're just gonna go in order. I don't remember this, actually. I stick Echo Ballad into the tape and press the play button. I love... Shit! I genuinely don't remember this. The spirit responds to the song. The spirit quietly drifts closer. What should I do next? My? I don't know. My? That's the only one we haven't played yet. I stick My into the tape and press the play button. I don't know this one. Oh, is this the last song? The spirit responds to the song. Hi! The spirit is right in front of me. Oh shit, what do I do? Hey, let me listen to the newest. She didn't know My. She didn't know My. She didn't know My. You want to play it again? I stick My into the tape player and press the play button. Oh god, she's got eyes in her mouth! Ugh! Sounds like a rock song, guys. Yes, that song was finished. A dog comes bounding over from somewhere, barking happily. Genta? Gen, is this where you've been? Come on, let's go. He's waiting. That breeze after the end of, like, what seems to be each ghost fight gets me. There was a flash of light. I blink, and the spirit is gone. I'm the woman today! I don't sense Hanayome anymore. She's gone now. Hanayome. Suzu is back to normal. I bet their mark's gone. We kind of figure at this point, don't we? Third time's a pattern. The mine's still bright on my arm. I guess Hanayome didn't give me my mark after all. Then Hanayomi really was Seiko Hasegawa. What a sad, terrible fate. Turning into a ghost after she died. I feel sorry for her. This place isn't too far from where Seiko died. Maybe that's why. The instant Hanayomi vanished, I thought I caught a glimpse of her loyal dog. I hope her dog and the song her fiancé wrote for her help her be at peace in heaven. Should we head back? Yeah. Huh? Huh? The phone starts ringing out of nowhere. It won't stop. It's like it's waiting for someone to answer. What should I do? I don't remember this. Okay. Hello? Hello? It says that. Hello? On the other end of the line is the gentle voice of a woman. I'm so very sorry for causing you so much trouble. Please excuse me. Was that a wrong number or something? Seiko? I was a little panicked, but now I relax. I step out of the booth and get into the car with Suzu. Whew! Whoa, boy! Welcome back, Mr. McForget. It's thanks to you that my mark is finally gone. We're alive! Too bad I didn't get to do much. You actually really helped me out in explaining shit earlier. You're fine, Eita. I read a ton of comics about exorcisms, so I thought I could help. Good job to you too, Suzu. Everything went okay? Yeah, it's all thanks to him. Oh, yeah? I bet I could have done a better job than him. Shut up, Eita! I'm just complimenting you! Bitch! I awaited your return, Lord McForget. Everyone survived! Yippee! All I can think of is that little, your little sound notification, the yippee kind of thing. That's all I can think of. It appears that you overcame your fear and cleared away the grudge. We all lived! Congratulations. Though it is unfortunate that your mark has not yet vanished. I've managed to defeat 3 spirits now, but my mark still hasn't disappeared. I feel like that terrible fact might just freeze the blood in my veins. But I vowed to fight against the mark. All I can do now is press forward. Yay! Yippee! The little seal! I love it. Aw, thank you, Darcy, for the little seal friend. Mr. McForget, may I have a word? I looked through the other files in the garage after you left, and I found this. She hands over a file that says 8 Shrine Findings on the cover. Saya Kujo's signature is in the corner. The Kujo family's guardians were housed there, so it makes sense that this was here. Go on, read it. Ooh. Most of this is about how 8 Shrine was built and its history. It lines up with what Mary told us. Right? I love him. It's our little buddy. He's our emotional support seal. Everything that happened from the anti-Buddhist movement is now in here. But it looks like even Saya didn't know who stole the statues 50 years ago. Some pages are about 8 shrines Go Shintai, the item that houses the deity's spirit. The shrine has 2, a mirror and a small Buddha statue called a Nenjibutsu? Nenjibutsu, is that how it's pronounced? The Nenjibutsu should be in a brocade pouch, but I never saw anything like that at the shrine. I wonder where it ended up. The last few pages contain notes on an investigation into the stolen statues. It mentions a rumor that started circulating a few months ago. K. Miyamachi North Road in H City. K. Miyamachi North Road. It's a back street that, due to the city's poor planning, is covered in manholes. Because of that, people call it Manhole Road. Look at all them. Hold on. Yeah, look at all those manhole covers. On a moonless night, a young woman was walking down it on her way home from work. An old sign read, "Be wary of strangers." Suddenly fearful, she attempted to hurry her steps down the dimly lit back street. But she couldn't take a step forward. A noise, something heavy being dragged, and then a figure was discernible from out of the darkness. It was a woman with disheveled hair, wearing a burnt white robe. She cradled a headless Buddha statue as if it were her own child. The shadows and hair hid most of the face, but she could see her blood-red lips twisted into a satisfied smile. Terrified by the eerie sight, she turned on her heel and ran away. Some distance away, she turned to look back. But the woman was gone. Oh my god. That's creepy. The statues were stolen 50 years ago, so it wasn't that woman, but I doubt it's that easy to find headless Buddha statues. I'm sure she must know something. I asked Hanayome where the statues stolen from H Shrine were, and now there's an unexpected lead. What a strange coincidence. She gave us our one last wish! Oh, that's so kind. If you can find those stolen statues and honor them at H Shrine, the divine wrath will be quelled, and you might be freed from the mark. Another way that might possibly allow me to escape my mark. It's worth looking into, at least. Oh, before I forget, here, Mr. McForget. You should take these, too. Documents on the Hasegawa case that we found after you left. Read through them if you want. Oh yeah, we're reading through those. It is almost dawn. We must end today's investigation. Please rest. Thank you very much, mister. Because of you, I think I'll get to see my dad, too. Is that your wish? Oh. You need to go somewhere to see him? My mom and dad got divorced. Oh. Yeah. Mom decided that she wanted to become a nun. What? She started taking me to temples and a lot of sacred areas. Well, that was not what I was expecting. Dad didn't like that, and he started seeing some other lady. Oh. Well, that's complicated. Oh my god. I understand. You don't have to say anymore. I guess Suzu's been embroiled in the world of adults for a while already. Maybe that's why she's so brave while being so young. I asked Mom to tell me where Dad is, but she wouldn't say. She told me he's bewitched by a demon and to forget him. So that's why I wanted to ask Hanayome where Dad is. I see. I hope you get to see him. Me too. Okay, good night. I'm really in your debt. It's thanks to you that Suzu was saved. Thanks so much. He seems more worried about her than himself. His appearance, personality, and job all make him suspicious, but that one thing is clear. I know she asked me to, but I was the one who brought her out here. I can't read. I know she asked me to, but I was the one who brought her out there after all. So something had happened to her. I just... Don't cry! It's all good! We're saved! Hey, are you alright? I'm so glad she's okay. The hot tears streaming down his face are those of relief, apparently. Aww. You should head to bed for today. I'm sure you're tired, right? Yeah, thanks. Good night. Poor guy. I'm heading to bed soon myself. My mark's finally gone. I think I'm going to sleep well tonight. There's no reason for you to stay any longer. You're right about that. I'll be leaving tomorrow. Sorry, but even 9 lives wouldn't be enough to survive staying here. You said it. But I'm grateful for all this too. It gave me time to rethink my life. Ironic, isn't it? If I hadn't been cursed by a spirit, I'd be in that forest right about now. Christy's smile turns wry. Well, I'm off to bed now. Good night. Now then, Lord Mickforget. Please find me when you are ready. Farewell. New info was added to the spirit file. The truth behind Hanayome, other. Alright. Emotional nerd. He needs a hug. Poor guy. At least, yeah, he was just thinking about Suzu the whole time. It makes me wonder, like, what would have happened if we failed, and we had Suzu with us or something, and Suzu had, like, died. What would have been said? Let's see. I'm sorry the fight. I'm gonna read everything real quick, but I want to say a quick apology. Is that I'm sorry that this one felt kind of shorter, I guess. I mean, geez, it was still 3 hours, but like, I'm sorry if this one felt a little shorter compared to the last one. Like, Shimio, I think out of all of them was probably my least favorite, while Hanayome was probably one of my favorites. So like, I remembered the Hanayome chapter a little more vividly than the others. But I did forget a couple things. Like, I totally forgot the dog's name was Genta, so that was a legitimate guess on that. But in terms of, like, the eyes segment, I did remember that one, so I was trying to keep it quiet, but also I was just kind of like, oh, here's the answer. Oh, here's the answer, and everything, and I'm sorry if that felt maybe a little, immersion breaking, I guess. So that's why I tried to explain everything on that. And the fight was I did forget how the fight worked, but I did kind of understand. I did remember, like, the important bits to make sure that, you know, no one died. But maybe one of these days we'll go and do, like, the bad endings for these and see what happens. Because there is, like, a way to do it wrong. And I've been doing them right, obviously, because no one's died. But that's why all of them say, like, survived, lived, goes back to living a normal life, if you know what I mean. So, maybe one of these times we'll go back and do, like, the bad ending one of them and see what happens, so you guys can kind of get a feel of what's going on, or, like, how we can do it, basically, because I don't remember how we did it with... Oh, no, I remember how we do it with Shimio, and I remembered it with Hanahiko, and I do remember Hanayome's, which is so... Hanayome's way to get a bad end is so coincidental. I don't think some of you guys would be prepared for how easy it is to get that one wrong. So, and all of that. But we'll do that. We'll worry about that later, depending on how fast we get this gameplay done. So, excuse me. Anyways, sorry, my nose is running a bit. But anyways, let's read this one. Hanayome, if I do remember correctly, is indeed the shortest chapter in the entire game, so the rest of them are going to be a pretty decent size game. Kind of like Shimio and Hanahiko's length of time is probably the same. So, as that, yeah, Hanayome's is like quite short compared to the other ones. So, this will be a shorter stream. Well, anything's gonna be shorter than my last stream of 7 hours. Good lord. Anyways, so the truth behind Hanayome. It might have all started with the lingering grudge caused by the tragic event. Hanayome was likely Seiko Hasegawa. She became a spirit obsessed with eyes, in imitation of her fiancé's revenge. Their dog turned into that thing in an effort to save them. The info I got from a fellow mark bearer points to that as well. Her fiancé was a musician known as YMN back then. He made a name for himself by cross-mixing genres into his music, from rock and pop to classical and techno. Around the time of the incident, he had been working on a new album. The last song in it was My Holy and dedicated to his fiancée, but in the end, the album was published without that final track. Aww. The song and her fiancé's love finally reached Seiko. Like that, I'd like to think it's because of us in Genta. I hope their tragic tale has finally come to a close. But some things don't add up. How did Hanayome suddenly get the power to bestow the mark? The answer might lie with the Buddha statues stolen from H Shrine. And then the Buddha statues from H Shrine. The files in the garage mention the Buddha statues were stolen from H Shrine 50 years ago, right during the period of chaos following the end of the war. Is there a connection? What's more, a year-old interview says someone witnessed a woman in white carrying a headless Buddha statue on the street called Manhole Road. Maybe I should look into that next. So, there's Hanayome, the spirit. The chapter of Hanayome is done and dusted. I'm like clapping my hands together. So this will be definitely like a shorter stream for this chapter, but I am planning on playing it tomorrow, so we'll start chapter 4 then, getting into that. So, what did you guys think of the Hanayome chapter? Like I said, this one was one of my favorites in terms of, I don't know why, to be honest, but I definitely enjoyed this one. It was a good chapter. Nicodemus, hello! How are you doing? How's everything? I hope that you're having a great weekend. I am very sorry to say this, but we are actually getting ready to end stream. We just finished chapter 3 of this game, so we're gonna go into chapter 4 tomorrow. As a heads up, I know, Nick, I'm sorry, but we'll have tomorrow, so don't worry. So what I'm planning to do is I actually have plans in the evening of tomorrow. So I am actually going to be streaming at what did my schedule say? 1 p.m. my time, Eastern Standard Time. Let me double check. Hold on. Hold your horses, everybody. Let me double check. Yeah, so I'm triple checking here so I don't tell you guys wrong. So yeah, we're playing we'll start chapter 4 tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So this is gonna be like the earliest stream I think I've ever done so far. No, I've done some noon streams, but yeah, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time so I can have my evening free for what I need to do. So, I'm hyped. Yay! I'm glad you're hyped. I am too. I did love it, but damn, what a tragic story. It is. It really was a sad story. But at least we were able to give Hanayome a happy ending because she and her dog, we're gonna see her fiance at the end of it. So it really is, it has a happy ending to it, despite all the stuff we had to do in between that and how convoluted the eyes thing was, but I'm doing well. I hope stream was good. It was really good. This was just a shorter chapter compared to the other chapters of this game. But we're gonna play chapter 4 tomorrow, and that one, I also don't remember a whole lot about it, but I do remember it being interesting, so just be on the lookout for that kind of stuff. So, but we love good horror in this, and I'm trying to speedrun this as fast as possible so that way we can play Deathmark 2 which I'm trying desperately to not watch anything, but damn, it's hard. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this, and we'll try and get... I hope I can be good to go to stream at 1 tomorrow, but we will see. So I might catch tomorrow's stream as well. Heck yeah, and it'll be at a time that's a little more convenient for you guys too, because I know a lot of you aren't in Eastern Standard Time, and in fact, ahead of me, well ahead of me, so it's like really late for you guys a lot of the time. But that's it for me today. I'm still kind of reeling from the 7-hour stream that I did earlier, so that was a time, but holy shit, it's 4 a.m. Oh my god. Yeah, I passed out immediately. After I took my contacts out, I kind of chilled in bed and was watching something on my phone, and the next thing you know, it was like 11 a.m. the next day. So, let me see what is going on. I'm trying to see who's available that we can raid here. Frozen Hamster? Oh, that's a name. It's going good. I love that name. That wasn't trying to be mean. But it's going good. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you're having a good weekend, but unfortunately we're actually ending stream. And I'm looking for people to raid, so I'm really sorry.
Nice weather.
Oh,
what
but thank you for the
conspiracies are
follow.
we
I
cooking on
definitely
the
appreciate
menu
it.
today?
I definitely appreciate it. Thank you so much. I'll follow and check you out when you're online next, though. Well, good news. I'm planning on streaming tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so you will have to configure everything on your end, but I'm trying to see who is available so that way we can raid them next, but let's see. Oh, thank you for the head pats. I appreciate it. If you're here for Spirit Hunter Deathmark or the Deathmark series, we are trying to speed play them because I have played them in the past, but I want to play those first to give chat context before we go into playing Deathmark 2. So I have not been watching anything about that, and as long as we don't spoil anything for the games, because chat doesn't know anything about it, we'll be good as gold. So, who is available? I think the person that I was looking at wanting to raid is getting ready to end stream, so let me double check and see who we have. We have Senna, it looks like. Senna is a VTuber who is streaming the Persona 3 Reload right now, so I'm not entirely sure where they are in the story or anything, but yeah, we can raid Senna. Let me make sure that there's not anything else here. Yeah, we can do that. How about that? Let's do that. All right. We will raid. Let me make sure I get this right. Not a whole lot of people that I know are alive right now, so we're gonna have a fun time looking at Persona. So if you guys don't mind, we'll do that, and then we'll continue on with Chapter 4 of Deathmark tomorrow. So be on the lookout, because Chapter 4 is an interesting one. So yeah, we'll go raid Senna, we'll have a fun night. I might chill out in there a little bit, like I might lurk, but I'm also, even though I had dinner, I'm really hungry, so I'm gonna go get food. So thank you guys so much for bearing with me with all of these visual novel games and everything, so. But I'm having a blast, and that's what counts, and I hope that you guys are having fun too. Yeah, no problem. You guys have a wonderful night, and you're welcome for the stream, and I will see you guys tomorrow way earlier than normal, but I hope that we'll have fun just the same. So I will see you all later, and I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you again for helping me surpass 170 followers and over 100 on my YouTube VOD channel, so thank you guys so much. That really means a lot to me, and I will continue to do my best. So I will see you all tomorrow. Bye!